initiative because we are live!
Choo-choo! All aboard the hype train.
Oh no, I rolled my dice to the ground. I'm pretty sure it's a 20 though.
I love that the lead in. I want you to clip that in because it's just Leonette talking and then it's me switching scenes and then it's the roll for initiatives we're live.
Good thing these rolls don't count.
Natural 15 over
low.
here.
Oh.
Wait,
I had a natural 16, so
well, that means you have to role play first, and I get to sit my ass back.
that's fun. I'm good.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's episode, this week's episode of Windfall. I am so pumped. First and foremost, thank you so very much, Californians, for making our theme song and providing that for us. I will use it forever, and it makes me very, very happy, and I'm glad to have it. Next order of business, there will be no Windfall next week. Womp womp. I think everyone has some stuff going on. That is going to be the 29th?
Yes.
October the 29th. There will be no Windfall that day. But the day before that, the 28th, you can tune in for our community met goal of me playing some spooky-ass video games.
And me sneaking up behind him in costume. He'll forget this.
You guys are more than welcome to come over to the house and
You have a ghost face
and
costume or
like
something?
live reaction and stuff. Lise, thank you so much for the cheer, you absolute
I was
madman. Thank you
thinking
for the
about
biddings.
sneaking over and just tapping on the window.
I'm going to be playing a game called what's it called?
I don't remember.
It's
You've mentioned a couple.
it's a
5-minute
very
phrase.
very spooky game. Apparently recommended by cast Madison.
that
It's supposed to be really freaking scary. I've asked for no spoilers. I'm going in completely unaware.
I heard someone just died playing it.
Yeah, I probably freaking will.
They just stopped living.
I'm overweight, man. My heart, like,
Anyway, great community suggestion.
like, so I
knows
mean,
what he did.
The next
I'm
day
gonna-
we'll have auditions for our next DM.
yeah.
And in his will, it'll say you get a stream key.
If one of you fuckers DMs after I die,
You're gonna come back from the grave.
this is not a bit. This is not Sonokim doing a character right now. If y'all have a long running game after I die, I'm gonna punch you all in the face with my ghost hand because
In
none of
his
you
memory.
assholes have DM'd
We'll
yet.
put a Ouija board on the table.
I was gonna say the same thing.
It's just like, okay, Sonokim is just going Cox.
It's like, alright, make a roll for us. Oh, he's leading us to the 20
spirit
again.
box, and then you can curse at us.
Yeah.
I will say I'm the kind of the worst whenever I'm a player because like I feel like I never gotta express my gremlin like intro player stuff. So every time I start a new campaign, I actually get to play for a little bit. I'm just like full gremlin, like I'm gonna do all the stupid shit.
It's really irresponsible to play gremlin characters.
He and
Yeah,
Jay
who would ever
play
be a-
bad
Who
cop,
would
bad
do
cop.
such a thing?
Oh, Lise, yeah, just DM via Ouija board, yeah, because I want to do more work after I'm dead. Great, yeah.
Finally.
Oh
Killing
my
me.
God.
You love it.
Oh god, you're killing me.
I freaking do. I love game mastering. And I'm so glad that our audience here, people watching on Twitch and YouTube, I'm so glad that y'all are part of this table because this is such a very important part of my life and I love it so fucking much. Let's roll some dice and play some games, yeah?
Woo.
How many dice should I roll?
15.
All of them.
Oh no.
I'll help.
I heard that.
Right. Yes, get it all out because I'm about to somber us up.
It's okay, those aren't
Oh
important.
yeah, I remember now.
You ready?
No.
Me neither. On our last episode of Windfall, Lying with Wolves, the party began inside the many banded halls. The sort of weirdly constructed metal, I guess, prison that the Hands of Kroon, their guild hall, which existed within this weird underground chamber and interconnected pocket dimensional elevator base that they had. The party, failing to understand a puzzle or being wrong very, very fast,
There it is.
managed to find themselves in sort of a prison along with a figure from Ernie's past. A mercenary leader, a dwarf named the Maned Wolf, Yaren. Not urine.
Understood.
Understand, there you go. So, in the prison cells, after some amazing sort of magical diffusion, some mechanical picking. I don't know how to say that.
Nose picking.
The party managed to get out of prison, and they also freed Yaren, who convinced them that he would go and disable the automaton after Ernie had tinkered with it a bit. This huge clockwork golem that was watching over a powerful construct that would serve as the prison's warden. After some back and forth, a little bit of backstory revelation, finding out that Ernie went to prison for 40 years on a job he went with Yaren. Yaren found this hilarious, seemingly not even remembering Ernie. After that, there was some tinkering, and Yaren had turned the clockwork golem on his own side. And then, with some quick thinking and some subterfuge, it got turned back around on him. There were some sudden inevitable betrayals all around. After some altercation, the party, and with Yaren in tow, managed to go in deeper into the halls and find some of the hands of Kroon, kill them. Kill one escaped, and sort of decide that it is time to get out of here as Holly, the quarry they were after in the first place, and the phylactery, the object of their desire, were not included. They were no longer within the halls. But not before Yaren revealed that he was not in fact the main wolf Yaren. He was the figure who Ernie went to prison for 40 years for killing Baron Cromwell. Apparently, he was an ancient being that has been hopping bodies for seemed like decades at this point, in some sort of soul transfer, not unlike the soul transfer that we saw with Wesley and Easton. So, after making their way out, they left the city quickly, knowing that there was only so much time that Holly could be safe. The main wolf, or who was wearing his guise now, Yaren, said that she was kept at his mercenary camp. The party went out into the Badlands. The open space of Sadris is not safe for any number of travelers. Crazy war bands, mystical creatures left from his byproducts of the magical fights that always happen, giants, dragons, and other horrors roam this land. And only within the city walls, with the city's protections, are you truly safe in Sadris. They ran along, moving northwest, towards the Marrow Coast, where Yaren said he had his mercenary company parked. During the night, he approached Brooks, and he made some, I guess you want to call it, interrogated, I don't know. He made some...
He was reaching.
He was reaching. He said there was something familiar about Brooks, and he said that he may have had his party members fooled, but Yaren could sense this essence on him. And he began to speak of his liege lord, the Eternal One. After a brief monologue, Brooks prodded him to reveal the name of the Eternal One, and Yaren said it, letting it dance into the open air. Akratin. I just had to stop because the music stopped right when I said it. It was fucking cool. So that's where we begin our episode for today. The word sort of permeates. Words have power, words have strength, and the way he says Akratin, you can feel the pull of mana in the air around you, almost like the very essence of magic in the air quivers at the thought of it. You feel your blood begin to stir within you, and your heart skips more than just one beat. Akratin, the Eternal One, my master, and his return is nigh. There's a sense of elation, satisfaction, this vile enjoyment to the way he says this with such assurance. And he looks at you, probably probing for a response.
So when he says the name, Brooks kind of tilts his head and squints at him, trying to figure out something. But he doesn't make any facial sort of recognition or response to that. But he does stand up and like brush himself off and say, so he's making moves then.
Surely, you know of this. You've got to know. If you're like me.
I'm not. And he says that earnestly. I'm nothing like you.
And you can see this sort of like, the whole time he's been talking to you, he's like a wild animal in a way. I've described him as very animalistic. There's that sort of like fight or flight survival. He's always like, you know, when a dog's looking around, like, can I get away with this? Like, he's constantly looking at that. And then, like, there's this first moment of, like, almost human eye contact. Like, he has trouble making eye contact. And he finally locks when you say, I'm not. And you can tell he believes you. And you see him falter just a bit. Because he doesn't know what to make of that. So, I was wrong then.
He turns and starts like packing up his stuff.
He kind of steps back. If you're not what I thought, you're still something. And that just makes you more interesting in my eyes.
Not surprisingly, I do hear that a lot.
Well,
Cass.
just thinking back to Cass.
Yeah. But as he's packing up and has his back turned to him, he looks like concerned as he's like packing stuff up.
Kai, you've been awake for all of this, and we established with your perception check last episode, you were privy to all the information, just like the audience, like you have heard all of that. What does Kai do as he's sleeping? Or not sleeping, but...
Yeah, sleeping. Yeah.
Sleeping.
Kai is trying to keep his breathing like even. He wants people to think he's asleep, even though he's not. But he's not going to get up or move. Like, the key is that, as far as they're concerned, he doesn't want them to know that he's heard any of that.
Okay. Alright. So, Brooks. Dawn was just breaking. It's still about an hour before your party is supposed to awake for their daily rituals. Yaren's already up, but he looks like he's understanding, like he's not going to try and run right now. He's just kind of standing at the edge of camp, and he's just kind of... You swear you've not seen him blink once. He's just staring at you. He's got this weird smile, his sort of decayed teeth, that cruel, thin lips that he have underneath his wiry beard. And he's just looking and he's smiling like he's trying to figure you out. And you hear him muttering stuff under his breath. Just like old things. Can you roll society real quick?
Yes, 22.
Okay. 22. He is just muttering random... He's muttering random names, essentially. And he's like going through these he's speaking in Mirish. He's kind of muttering to himself in Mirish. And he's just going over names. You hear him say, Acritin, Lysimachus, Nebamoon, Rosferon. Oh, I know these names. And he's just going through all these names, which you recognize as these ancient names. And he's looking at you, and he's just like muttering to himself in Mirish. Like he's trying to figure something out, but he's confused.
As he hears him muttering, he's going to turn to him and say, you should keep that down. I'm tired of it.
I wonder, what if I didn't? you so.
This guy.
How I do love the old names. And he just says, and that, like a little kid testing his limits, he starts to say it a little bit louder. Like louder than a whisper now. Lysimachus.
So as soon as he starts to say the first name
Uh-huh.
To test, he kind of like makes a quick movement to him and says, "You don't deserve to have the old ones' names on your lips. That's why."
Make an intimidation check.
30. Shut the fuck up.
Take a hero point. And then he immediately sort of retracts. And then you see it. He shuts up. He completely goes docile. But then in that moment, you see this shining in his eyes. Like, you know, in a show when an evil mastermind is like victory! Like, his eyes are shining. And he just whispers.
My provocation.
He whispers one last name under his breath, but it's almost too quiet for even you to hear. It's time to wake your party up.
Okay. I will go by and awaken everyone the way I do whenever we
Describe each one in detail. How many gentle kisses?
wake up everyone.
Thank you for the gentle kiss on my forehead.
It's just Wesley
Come
actively
on,
stepping on you.
It's so wet.
No, we don't bring Wesley's arms anywhere near. He developed a taste for it. All right. So, the sun has crested. The sun's crested over. Now, it lights up the Badlands of Sadris. You are now towards the coast. Some, I don't know, how far do you get in a day's march? 25 miles? Maybe a little bit more?
Make it look good.
I don't feel like it. Let's just say you're something like that away from Brosa
Oh,
itself.
you're exactly a day's march.
Wow, we're at precisely 1 day's march. Look on the map; it says days marches.
What are these red?
The Badlands I described as like sort of like a rough sort of savanna, right? There's like this long dirt, and there's where armies have trampled over, where stampeding hordes of wild animals, tall gray grasses, sparse trees grow scattered about, like the Lion King after Scar took over. It's not the prettiest, right? As you head towards the Marrow Coast, so named because of the deep red earth and the sort of clay that makes up the coast, and also because of, as I saw when you came up, the enormous remains of whatever creatures once roamed these lands. Rib cages larger than dragons, larger than giants, poke out of the ground. As you descend down, you notice them intermittently scattered about you. You can see a femur rising 15 feet in the air, cracked and yellowed, all of the marrow in it broken out. And it's given the earth around it this deep red, irony richness. You can see these thick mineral deposits, and you can see this deep red earth matched with the clay. The trees around here are not sparse and dying, but instead vibrant, and it looks like it's always autumn. These beautiful, instead of what you might see for chlorophyll with the green running through the leaves, the blood and old marrow of these ancient beings has seeped into them, giving these vibrant red and brown and green and yellow and orange leaves that burst like fire from the tips of the trees. Thick, muddy deposits sit with smaller skeletons and decayed bits of creatures that have been caught in the sand traps, and these huge, long, rolling fields of these sparse, tall, dry, velociraptor lurking grasses.
It's like, so as we're walking by, like all these obviously like remains and stuff, I kind of hold the ring that I acquired from the goblin, and I would like to attempt to detect the presence of undead in the area. Something that this now allows me to do. I can read the details on
Yeah,
it.
please do. I'm just gonna change some shit real quick.
I don't like how
So-
necessary this is right
Yeah.
now.
While wearing the ring, you can attempt to detect the presence of undead creatures and as an exploration activity. This reveals the presence or absence of undead in the area, but it doesn't pinpoint their location. Can't detect undead whose appearance is masked by any illusion spell that is 2nd level or higher. If the undead is hiding or disguised, you roll a secret perception check, but I get a +2 item bonus.
They're not hiding or disguised because they live without fear.
Oh.
Yaren leads you around, and this is a creature that Kai would not have encountered. Maybe those of you that are adventurers, you've heard of them, but maybe none of you have seen them. A sort of classic creature, but one that is greatly feared for good reason. Ghouls. Like little men, you can see them just as silhouettes. As the dawn breaks, they clamber down and they go into the mud pits. And you see 5 of them go into a 5-foot square and suddenly lay motionless. If not for your amulet, right?
It's the ring.
Oh, and not for your ring, you would not have known to look in that direction, and you can just see the eyes looking back at you, ever so still, even though their bodies seem to vibrate with this sort of fervent need. You can see them scattered about a mile that way, 600 feet that way, breaking open, cracking the old giant bones, and slurping the hundreds, thousands-year-old marrow, taking it out in these old decayed spoonfuls and eating it, relishing in the ancient blood that's within. They seem to have painted themselves in the face red, and you can see that ghouls and their ilk seem to be very common along this coast. I see you've noticed the locals. You see any big bones? It's best to avoid them.
I want to explore the bones.
I know, it's so
The
fascinating.
bones look so cool.
Out of curiosity, since we've gotten up and been traveling, how has Ernie looked?
He
Still ugly.
We can't fix
Well,
that.
it's like one of those. Is it his usual kind of a little upbeat?
No, I
Kinda.
mean the thing about Ernie is that he's always talking, and he's been uncharacteristically quiet. I would say this morning.
It's been lovely.
It's so quiet you can just hear them munching on the bone, just like crunch. Yeah, like that.
Cordelia will message Ernie. You don't need to worry about her. We'll get her out of this.
I'm not even really sure what to worry about anymore.
Yes, there's a lot of things going on right now, but perhaps I'm overstepping my bounds, but I was thinking that once we do get Holly out of this, perhaps you and her could talk. You know, you'd mentioned it'd been a while, and well, I mean, she is your wife, I thought.
I know. I've never met Holly before. I don't know her.
Oh!
No, my wife is in that clockwork town a few hours a little bit further away.
Oh, okay.
I've been thinking about this all wrong.
I'm sorry then. I really put my foot in it, didn't I?
No, I mean I am. I'm excited to meet Holly. I hear good things, but no, I haven't met her yet. I would like to rescue her.
Yep.
No, my wife's name is Verna.
Oh.
I don't really know where she is. I just know the town.
Well, is it not too far from here?
I'd need to look at Kai's map, but I think it's like island over. But I don't know. I think it's like several days march.
It's 300 miles to the south of you.
Okay.
Like 3 or 4.
Well,
Trains around here.
in that case, you know, if you wanted to, we could always stop by. Maybe I'm confused about a lot of things that are going on right now. Because you mentioned that you mentioned that you were looking for Holly, and I just assumed that she was. I didn't realize.
No, we should definitely save Holly. She's gotten up in some bad stuff, and we sure don't want these bad guys to have the phylactery thing.
No, I think that would be.
So we should save her, but I don't really know what's gonna happen after that. Yeah, I would like to go see my wife, but I'm not entirely even sure what we're gonna go back to after this.
Right. Okay. Well, sorry if you just seem to be in a bit of a mood.
Who told
and
you I was married?
You did, actually. In a moment of intense vulnerability, you told me a lot of things, actually. And the next morning, you really didn't remember anything, so I thought it was best that I'd just not bring it up and... Well,
What else did I say?
You'd mentioned you'd spoken to a queen, and I imagined it wasn't...
Did I say queen or did I say duchess?
No, you said queen.
I don't really know how Lindy Winlock works.
No, it was a... Well,
You fucking James Bonded it.
here's the thing. This was another thing that I figured, well, you know, it's time. No, I assumed it wasn't Easton's mother because she came back to have breakfast with us when you wandered off. And considering the fact that you were very, very drunk, I imagined this was not stuff that you would readily tell anyone. Hence why I hadn't brought it up. Like I said, you've been in a bit of a state, and Was she the same woman? When we were on that island, you'd mentioned... I think it was the queen that you'd mentioned. Was it the same one?
Yeah, it was the same one.
Right. Given your tone, I feel like I should stop prying, and perhaps I shouldn't have said anything.
It's just I'm a little bit at a disadvantage because I don't know how much I said.
Really, it was just a lot about how you had found out about your wife and her current situation. But then you had said that a queen had told you, and I couldn't tell how much of it was real and how much of it was just, you know, you were very drunk.
Yeah. Things are a little bit complicated, but I'm not necessarily thinking too straight right now with and he kind of points to the front of the column where Yaren is
at the front of the column with Yaren, as this is completely taking place inside y'all's heads. Yaren's like leading and looks back. Damn, y'all are really quiet in the morning. Anyone know any good songs?
How much further?
Not familiar with that one. How's it go?
How much further to your camp? I'm ready to get this betrayal over with, okay?
Are we betraying him already?
No, he's betraying us when we get there, I'm sure.
Okay.
Like I said,
He's made it
you have all the
abundantly
power
clear.
in this situation. I'm just upholding my end of the bargain. Not too much farther. 5-6 more hours walk.
How many folks work for you? How many people are at this camp?
10 score.
What's a
Sounds like a
score?
lot. Is that 80? 40?
Score is 20.
20? How many scores?
10.
That's a lot of people.
Oh, this is a kobold situation all over again, isn't it?
See? Like I said.
Each of
Rat.
us fights like 300.
Oh no, what was it? It was the lizardmen, it wasn't the kobolds, they were all dead.
Wait, 10 times 20 is 200, right? Okay, good.
Yes.
Just doing some math.
No, you see, we recruit the ghouls.
Oh. Either bones.
How many of them are competent?
At least half.
10 score.
At least half.
That's way better percentage than our crew.
So as y'all are exchanging messages, you can see Kai is like he's like sitting there and just kind of like growing more and more frustrated. And then Wesley, you hear a message in your head.
Yes, this is what I want.
Wesley,
Jump 20 feet ahead. So the frog is worried.
Yeah, so it's Yarn, and then Wesley is like second in the call, so you see him flinch.
don't make it obvious.
You sound a lot different, voice in my head.
It's Kai. I'm sending you a message.
No one's ever done that before.
I've been trying to reach.
Your message when we were
Oh, wait,
Just fucking say it.
I've been trying to reach Cordelia and Ernie for the last couple of minutes, but there's some kind of interference going on, and I can't get to them.
I like glance behind me. I turn around and I'm like, they're right there.
Kai's like almost openly.
Yeah, so you two just see Wesley turn around, point at you, puzzled, and turn back around.
And Yarn just says,
What the fuck was that?
yeah, he's
Keep walking.
Look,
like, I do want to notice before y'all continue, like, you see Brooks say keep walking, and you see him immediately shut up, like, stop smiling, and he shuts up, and he just keeps walking.
I'm worried that we're walking into even more of a trap than we might think.
Yeah, he's got at least 20 men with him.
Yes, at least 20. He does have he might have 201 actually. And Kai's essentially just going to explain what the literal words he overheard last night without any of the context of the way they're saying them, because he can't see what's going. He hasn't seen what's going on, right? So he's like, I heard this conversation going on last night. It's weird. Brooks is like pushing this guy around. I think he might be in charge.
I mean, he kind of bossed around the last cult member of the Eternal One we found. Right?
Oh, that's a good point. I have a bad feeling, Wesley. Can you please keep an eye on things up there?
All right. Are you worried about Brooks betraying us on top of the other betrayal?
A little, yes. I can't know for certain. I could be wrong, but
Oh, that'd be bad.
all this Eternal One business, I want to find Holly, and I want to chuck this phylactery as deep in the ocean as we can.
All right.
That's how you get a crack-a-lich, by the way.
Awesome. now King of the Juice wants to do it.
Yeah, like I didn't want Wesley to say that sounds bad, but I'm like, that sounds bad.
That's really bad. Alright, you have a 5-hour march. Is there anything else to do or say?
I would like to
Yes.
cast Vital Beacon on myself
Okay.
in preparation for whatever bullshit's going to happen.
So describe that for the audience, what goes on as you cast Fatal Beacon.
So I think that keep walking, and he turns around. And he's like, "Oh, finally, some fucking relief." And as they're walking, everyone's like not saying anything.
Yeah.
So they're all talking to each other. His eyes glow, and then the glow sort of recedes back into his head, and you see like the veins, or it kind of snaking through his veins, like the golden.
Oh, it's like a golden pulse.
Yeah, like a golden pulse through him, and then it kind of like finally pulses and then recedes back to normal.
That's awesome. All right. So you can get your healing from that.
Just in case people get fucked up, you can touch me.
Who knows if VR can even count? So, anything else in about 5 hours of preparation?
Oh. Should I cast Wanderer's Guide too?
Well, he's leading you right now, right?
Yeah, but I don't like him.
I mean, save the slot if we already have a
Yeah.
guide.
It just says you're falling into a trap.
Yeah. Would you like to
Yeah.
continue? This is obviously a trap.
Would you like to say?
Well, you signed up to the, like, we knew it was a trap before we said yes to this
You
entire...
keep saying you're gonna betray me. You're gonna betray me. I'm like, well, if I was going to, you took all the fun out of it.
Well, because
He kind of told us, he's like, yeah, we'll hand Holly over to you, but then we'll want her back immediately.
yeah, because I was like, why would you give her back to us? He's like, we'll just do it. I'm like, that doesn't
That
make any
doesn't.
sense.
That doesn't track. That doesn't track.
So
All right. Anything else?
it's all for me.
So,
Unless anybody reaches back out, she's just gonna be. Has Emrys made it back?
Emrys. Oh yeah, he would have caught up before you guys make it to the end. He lands, and does he become a tattoo?
Yeah, just immediately starts.
So like you guys see
bleeding
these
into her.
great vulture wings land, and seamlessly as they land, they start to descend and then ink themselves onto your back, and you gain this understanding. Little bird, we are being watched.
I'm more than just the ghouls.
The dwarf follows.
Ah.
And he impacts you this kind of knowledge that Thrain is following you guys.
Oh,
I
that's
will.
great.
I will kind of send that out as just like a message pulse to each person. Emrys returned, and we have Thrain. I don't know exactly where, but he is with us.
Far, far behind.
Far behind. But
Maybe he's got a shovel. He can like bury us.
yeah.
I would love to call Ifrit back in for a guest star. And I'm like, yeah, can you roleplay burying all of my friends? Just real quick.
I'm in.
So, it turns out Yarn can count. You hear them before you see them, the rabble. You can hear laughing, spitting. Everywhere you hear that coarse, guttural laughing like him. And most of all, you hear this sort of chuckle of gnolls like you saw before. They're in little clusters. You see all kind under the banner of the maned wolves. The symbol of Yarn. You can see the actual dual cross axe of the main wolf head over it. Sort of that brassy kind of color that he bears on a black flag. Out in the camp, you can see that they've just taken the coast like a brigand camp. A weak, laughable palisade, but still a wall nonetheless. Spikes out to the shore and from the coast up. The red sands are littered with bones, and you can see some are old from being part of the Marrow Coast, and some are picked clean from their recent huntings. Not all of them look like quadrupeds. You can see also there's men, dwarves, halflings, some elves, half elves, but all unsavory. I mean, if like ever it was like okay, that's a fantasy bandit, this is a group of fantasy looking bandits. But they all have that sort of weird, fervent look to them. The dark circles under the eyes, the shining, almost like jaundice yellow to it, where they're just looking around, the eyes darting wickedly, cunning, licking their lips, teeth shining. And they have an edge and a keenness to their weapons that you don't see in your run-of-the-mill sort of, I guess, high fantasy bandit. They seem like they're faster and more brutal in that regard. As you approach the camp, you see this long, dark-robed figure. You can see him standing up very tall, only his mouth visible, with a sort of dark veil over his head. And this sort of weird aura of recognition comes over you, and then it truly hits you and you hear, "Oh man, Yaren, you're back!"
Oh no.
"Oh, we was worried. You got some new... Oh my god! It's you guys!" You see the now possessed form
God.
of the spirit of the isolated island from your very first episode,
From Idle Days.
from Idle Bay, Norton, the comedian ghost who you gave a body to possess. Oh, what are the fucking odds of this, guys? Oh my god!
It's
Oh
like-
my god!
Upon seeing him, I kind of just like give Kai like this really like suspicious side eye. I'm like,
Oh, jeez, you all look so good. I've been working on my material. Let me tell you, I have knocked some folks dead. I'm not sure whether it's the dark magic that I've acquired or if my jokes are getting better, but either way, people are definitely dead. Oh man. Oh, and you're with Yaren now. That's great. Hey, boss, how you doing? I got good news and bad news. Well, my friends and I have some business to conduct. Why don't you give me the good news first? The good news is we found 2 crates of pickles just floating out in the water, and I mean, pickle day is happening, boss. And the bad news, I don't know if I should tell you in private. It's all right. We're in good company. The dwarf, she's fucking gone, boss. She's skedaddled.
Kai strides over and
Hey!
grabs Norton, excuse me.
Whoa! That's a familiar. Whoa! Jeez, you're strong.
Where the hell did she go?
Oh, brother, I'm not sure. I sent a null pack after her, so if the ghouls didn't get her, I mean, they'll bring her back. They might take a leg or two since she ran, but they'll bring her back.
How long?
I don't know. They've been gone
How long?
precisely 97 minutes.
Oh.
Whoa. Isn't it crazy what you can remember when your life is threatened? Oh, Lord.
What direction?
You're not alive.
You know? That's still debatable. That's still debatable what you consider this guy. And I must reiterate that this voice is coming out of what looks like the fucking mouth of Sauron. Like,
That's exactly
he looks
what
like
I'm
a dark
imagining.
priest.
Yeah.
Well, I was excited to catch up with you guys, but it sounds like you got some And Norton, why don't you just go distribute the pickles?
Dark Priest Norton.
Get Dark Priest Norton.
Hey, actually, Norton, Yarn here was telling us on the way here that he hasn't heard any good material in a while.
No. Took a hero point. Oh, boss, I gotta give you that. Not now, please. All right.
He's being coy.
I got a real good one though. It's a doozy. I'm gonna go practice while I'm passing out the pickles.
what's the deal with airship food?
Delicious pickles.
So Norton goes back, and you can see him go distribute pickles to the groups, and you see them all like, just like gnawing on them.
Pickle Day, it's universal.
Looks like they only single brand them.
Those are very obviously our pickles.
You can see
Look at the crate has Melicato, like...
At least they're in good ways.
They were infected with were rat.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be an epidemic.
Does it work?
Oh, this group and causing plagues. Name a more iconic duo. Well, looks like she got away. But my boys are after her, so all we do is sit. The null pack, they always find their quarry. So, we should be good.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go look, too.
Yeah, if she's not here, I don't really see.
Well, you're more than free to leave.
But I have to say that our deal ends now. See, I'm back among my people, and I would have provided what I could, but it seems that she's not here. Unfortunate that. But I'm afraid this is where our whole hostage situation ends. No betrayal, just
like an unsatisfactory delivery, frankly. It really feels like you, whether by malice or incompetence, have failed to keep up your end of the bargain.
we all underperform sometimes.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, feel free to grab a pickle on the way out. If you are looking for this girl alive, then I suggest you do make haste. The Mirror Coast is not the most forgiving, and, well, my gnolls are very, let's say they're good at tracking, but they're not well trained, if that makes sense.
Yeah, Norton mentioned she might lose a leg.
Yes, I'm curious if there's a way that we could, if we find them, be like, hey, we're cool with Yaren.
You'll probably have to kill him, but I mean, it's 5 gnolls.
How exactly are you the leader here? It seems like you have a very loose control of the situation. Is there like a big hat or a whistle?
It's about respect. And you don't...
Well, that can't be it.
Well...
And he, just kind of, posture pats his knife.
If you'd like to see why, I'm more than happy to give you a demonstration.
What, is your knife really fancy or something?
Let's just say, when I took over this body, it lost none of its potency.
Yeah, well, you took over that body about 43 years ago. I think it's lost a little bit since then.
He smiles and a piece of flesh falls out of his neck.
Oh.
Maybe so.
Oh.
Okay, so while they're doing that, Kai has begun trying to track the gnolls.
Okay,
because he
survival
figures it'll
check
be
for
easier
me.
to find
Survival.
than the,
Oh shit, he's
I'm not
leaving.
going to help much with that, I think.
I am going to grab a pickle.
I can go.
Ernie contracts.
I was going to say, can I roll to assist? It is something I'm
Your
trained
survival.
in.
Yeah, if you're trained in it.
Yeah, I'm trained in it. 29.
Okay, so that's going to give you +2.
I'm going to spend a hero point because I want this to be high.
For sure.
Hi for Kai.
Oh no, it rolled backwards. Okay, in that case, it's a total of 21.
A total of 21.
Yeah.
It's not a very hard path to follow.
Yeah.
So as you're going,
rousing.
you see it goes. You have 2 choices. I'm gonna let you make the choice right now, which may affect the outcome of this. You know that they went along the coast, and you're gathered around. Part of your survival is just actually listening around camp, and you're hearing yeah, she stabbed Miguel in the eye, and you see Miguel who has a knife still in his eye. Fucking hurt, man. And she just took off. She's crafty. We had her double fettered, and she still made it out. I tell you. And they find out she ran up the beach, and then you hear some more gossip around the beach. You hear it as you're going to pick up pickles, and you hear it as you're doing your investigations, and you hear it as you're helping. It's all sort of gossipy. The reason there hasn't been a more dangerous pursuit is they do not want to go up the beach. She went that direction on purpose. There's a whole network of tunnels up the beach, and they fill in with water. They pull in stuff from the sea. They're filled with ghouls. They're filled with whatever nightmare shit lives in Sagers, because there is no one. It's the Wild West out there. And also, this part of the coast happens to be underneath Rosa. You're several miles away, but the magical. You know how there's
magical bullshit.
You know how
too.
there's runoff from businesses and stuff, magical runoff. They do all that experiments and shit in Rosa. Obviously, that magic's
toxic waste.
It's magical toxic waste.
Great.
We're gonna
So
fight the fucking Ninja Turtle.
That'll be a
Come on,
sensitive
folks, let's all
episode.
go get our cancer.
oh shit. So you manage to track the gnolls. You can see there are 5 of them. There are 5 of them.
Checks minis.
Counts my minis.
That's strange. I only see 4 sets of footprints. That's very
I mean,
strange.
it's how many we were told there were.
And
The 5th set is when Noel Jesus was carrying one.
Okay.
that's everyone for done. Goodbye. And now I have to canonically insert Noel Jesus, and we're gonna isolate some people. All right. So
The Knolls are also headed straight up the beach.
they're in hot pursuit of her, and the tracks are you've tracked stuff before. It's over an hour old at this point, but the thing is, like, if she's slowed them down, if they've been harried in any way, you will be able to, make your approach at this point. So I'm sorry, the 2 choices. You have 2 choices. 1, to run straight along the beach in hot pursuit of them. 2, scale the cliff back the way you came and try and get on top of them. The problem is you could be 600 feet above them and then have to find a way down. But you realize it will be maybe shorter at that angle, and you might have a better vantage point on seeing them before that happens. The problem is, like, you don't even know if the cliff turns. Like, the beach, wades and waxes, so it's your choice. I want you to make that call. There are pros and cons to both.
Magical cancer, falling to your death.
I was just checking my prep spells for the day.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. 1 creature.
Yeah.
1 creature.
Well, also, yeah, this one too. Also 1 creature, unfortunately.
Speaking of, now that you're back, you both have fear gems.
Do y'all need a second to think about this?
Well, I'm gonna explain. I'm gonna explain that thought process to the party. Actually,
Okay.
I'm gonna explain like, hey, so we can run straight along the beach. It'll probably be faster, but we also have the option to try and take them from above. In other cases, we need to move quickly, and she's likely to have gone into the tunnels in an attempt to lose them. Quick way to drown, but she knows what she's doing.
Well, it kind of feels like the quickest route is what we want.
Because if we do see from above, there's not much we can do to help her.
Yeah, I mean,
I could get 2 of us down the cliff.
I can just jump.
3 of us could get down the cliff.
I got a bunch of rope.
I could give someone my feather.
I was going to say, I still have my snub leaf, so...
I'll just descend from...
Yeah, I mean, I got a bunch of shit in this bag.
Yeah, I mean,
Probably one of them stops me from falling.
You got a parachute?
I got a feather that can let you fly.
What's that?
Got a really big sheet.
I've got a spell that can let
Got a
you fly.
pillowcase.
So we do have options then.
Would the cliff be quicker? Like, cut them off and jump down, or
Potentially.
If we see them.
yeah, would it be just safer to keep following the tracks that we have?
They're running down the beach. I'm not convinced we're any faster than they are, so we should take the advantage we can get. Let's go up the cliff.
Cliff time.
Cliff time. Okay.
I will give my storm feather to Brooks.
What's that do?
On activation, you get the ability to fly.
Held in
Yeah,
one hand.
so...
Interact
gem,
your...
fear gem, fear
Oh wait,
gem.
never mind. You might not be able to use it.
What'd you give me?
Requires expert in
Monkey hand.
acrobatics. So
That's something.
That ain't me.
nope, never mind.
You,
Sorry,
you
gotta
have
get
that
the
until
skill
further notice.
requirements. All right, so up the cliff you go. You make haste, and it's really easy to track in the Badlands because there's not a lot of empty spaces. Every tree and giant bone you sort of avoid, knowing that that's basically the only place that things can hide from you. You do run through some rough patches of grass, and eventually you come over this cliff. I need a group perception check, please and thank you.
Perception.
I will say you've been doing a full march for an hour.
Natural.
So that's actually about 6 hours of marching today. So
That's,
pull out
we
my
got like 2
spyglass.
left in us.
yeah, y'all
before we're
have a lot more
fatigued.
movement you can do before you get exhausted for the day, and you can't
That's
march any
unfortunate.
harder.
No. I rolled a natural 1 for 15.
Delicious.
I have my spyglass backwards.
29.
Okay, fantastic.
18.
Okay,
A natural 20 for 31.
okay,
28.
okay. So Ernie sees nothing, but
Oh,
that's just because
The lens cap's on it.
the rest of you are kind of spying out over this cliff. gonna change the music real quick.
Got pickle in my eye.
You see.
I think you ate that weird.
Let me get a little. Where's
It's been so long.
Where's the small creepy? Where's the small creepy one? Ooh, let's do this one.
Very small and creepy.
So.
Not big, creepy, small.
Well, he does have
Yeah.
Mitch and Midge playlist, and one's big creepy, one's regular creepy.
Big spoon.
You see, and I'm gonna go ahead and show everyone this. It may not be a battle map, but it is sort of the map that you're seeing right now.
Wink.
What you see are gigantic bones and uphold rib cage, and you can see these scattered trees. And let's get a little bit better over there. Yeah, you see these scattered trees and big, thick mud pits. You can see the actual skulls. And my girlfriend made these, so I want to show these off to the camera because these are freaking great. And also, I need to move this up because, oops. Look at this. The whole thing's moved up and go up there. There we go. There we go. Sorry, I ruined everything. These little skulls that she made, they're so cool. Get in focus.
Ooh.
You see these skulls
Very
sitting
cool.
over there. And clustered around, you can see. I'd call you up a cliff, probably about. You know what? Let's roll a d6. Someone, Kai, you led this expedition. Roll a d6 for me.
Nice.
6.
100 feet up.
Cool.
So you're 600 feet up.
Oh.
All right, which you can definitely see at 600 feet. Like it's a clear shot here. You can see the bodies of Knoll scouts all around. Clearly dead, sitting in pools of blood scattered about, probably freshly killed. Some of them stuck in the mud, some of them down by the edges of these trees. You see this sort of... hang on, let me get a... You see this sort of tall figure wearing this plain garb, this like sort of like... the only thing I could put it akin to is like a judge. He has pale white skin, these long fingers that are kind of too long and bony that he keeps rigid at his side, and you can see he has a very stoic face, and at this distance you can make out the fact that his face has a large smile, mouth, and he has no other features. The head is elongated, almost like a sort of like a frog head or like a large sphere, but there's no eyes, there's no ears, no ridges, no nose. All you can see is this sort of uncanny valley smoothness to it. And around him,
Weird ass helmet.
You can see these 4 other look like his compatriots. They look like beggars. They look like the poor that you would see in the streets of a big city, the unfortunate. They wear rags, and they also are completely featureless. You see them with this pale blue-white skin, completely bald, elongated heads, thin, closed lips, and then you see their hands. They move out like this, almost as if they're trying to sense the things that are in front of them. And they have these long, strange toes, these 3 pointed toes, and they move around, and you can see them taking out knives. And you see another at this distance. Even at this distance, you peer in with your high perception check, see them pulling out needles and threads, and you see another one with a sort of a carving knife. And they go down to the knoll, and you see them begin their work, huddled over him like a mass of zombies eating, but instead it seems they're performing some sort of surgery. Who rolled the natural 20?
I did. Unfortunately, I did.
31.
You see this?
You see a figure that's unmistakable from the rest. It's too far at this point to tell exactly what the figure is. Where the fuck is that mini? Oh. Over towards the back cluster of trees, you can see laying this sort of tuft of long spray, not tuft, of auburn hair, and this stout but feminine figure. that you may assume would be your quarry. The way that these creatures move is unnatural. Like I said, the uncanny valley. You ever see something and you're just like, something's wrong here?
Like when horror movies make things like bend and
The frame rate of the way they move is just wrong. There's something off about them. But they are definitely humanoid. They don't move with this sort of animalistic nature, even less so than Yaren. They move with purpose. Extreme, dedicated purpose. And you see them move away from the knoll. And you can see the knoll lays there. Now only its mouth remains. Its flesh completely remolded now to just a head.
they're
The
turning
fur
them into
covered
each
up.
other.
You can see that it's been completely stitched back together. No eyes, no ears, just a long dog-like snout that opens up to a mouth. The rest completely featureless.
So we're 600 feet up a cliff,
600 feet up the cliff.
and they're walking to the next knoll body.
They're just walking all around. In fact, they don't seem to be concerned with the other knoll bodies. You don't know if they just wanted this specific one or if they've already finished with all the others.
Its skin is flawless.
Okay.
I will point to the back and say, I think I might see her back there, and kind of point her out.
Okay. Got it.
All right, follow me if you can. Kai casts fly on himself and takes off.
I also
Yeah.
jump off the cliff, and then like my webbing sticks out, and I start to glide forward.
Are you shitting me?
I can glide for every 5 feet I descend. I can glide 25 feet out.
Oh my god.
My intention here,
All right, so
Oh,
you
fuck, we're just
guys.
doing this, huh?
I'll meet you later.
my
Right.
intention here is going to be to fly over them and go down to pick her up. And I'm gonna fucking leave.
Okay. So as they see you, because they have a lot of time and there's no way for you to stealth in the sky,
Yeah, I was about to ask if
they do
Ernie
begin
could
to
turn
sort
us
of
in.
mobilize and move towards the center, basically. They move towards the center here.
We might not want to alert her
So you
presence
can
to them.
land. You can land right here if you want. You want to land over here, like towards the cluster where she is.
Where's the cliff on this map?
So
it
this is the cliff.
edge?
The- all the black right here of the table is the cliff, and then this is the sand bar, basically.
Yeah, I'm gonna. My intention will be to. Well, okay, so it's gonna depend a little bit, right? I'm gonna fly in, and
Okay.
they start. At some point, they're gonna start moving, right? Because they're like, oh,
They're walking
what's
over.
what's going on
towards
over there?
Like they're walking, trying to keep pace and walk underneath you because they're like looking at you like a kite. They're trying to catch out of the sky. They are not aggressive like zombies trying to reach. They're curious as they walk up and underneath you.
Interesting. Okay. And presumably, so they're running along like exactly as fast as I am flying.
As best I can. You're a little bit faster,
Okay.
and they just kind of spread out a little bit.
If I reasonably believe that I could land, grab her, and get back up, that's what I'm gonna try to do. But
That will be
I
your
can't tell.
that will
if
be
I'm-
your initiative roll.
Yeah. Okay.
Roll initiative.
Yeah. Perfect.
Everyone, go ahead and roll.
Did you tell
Initiative.
us if that's what you're trying to do, or did you just?
I said follow me if you can.
Yeah,
and
so
jump
everyone
off the
can kind of
cliff.
tell me
If
what
you
their
dare.
what their intention is for flying in here. Oh shit! Natural 19.
I think I can do anything.
Natural 20.
Oh boy. Hope your perception's higher than his.
If I can.
I rolled another natural one. I think I might just go home.
No, you gotta help
Speed up.
Brooks get down the cliff.
I can't.
I'm just gonna stay here. I think
Are you staying up top for real?
I can't use it.
Are you up top for real?
I mean, I'm up top.
All right, 600 feet.
I can't really do anything. I did roll initiative though.
All right, let's hear it. 45 to 40 for initiative.
Excuse me.
Just wondering.
That's what it was last
All
time
right.
too.
35 to 30.
It's 30. My natural 20 is for a 30. But of course, you get a plus 10 for the bonus success.
Do you?
No,
Is there any bonus for nat 20?
I have no
don't
idea.
think there is.
probably not.
Is that the only nat 20 that doesn't get you something in this game?
I think so.
Maybe it breaks the tiebreaker.
I critical
Yeah, I
success.
was gonna say
the,
maybe like it'll break the tiebreaker because I think
All
it's
right,
usually
everyone
monsters
else,
first.
let's hear them.
25.
25 for Wesley.
29.
20 what?
29.
For Cordelia. You're after Kai. Ernie?
15.
We're at
Brooks?
22.
So Wesley had more than
I had 25,
25.
22.
Brooks.
Then
Ernie.
Cordelia was above me.
And then the other guys. All right. So, he has initiative, and you land next to Holly. I'll let you get this for free without making a perception check. You look down at what is certainly Holly. A figure that the face made an imprint on you at such a young age, where the face is not the one you've seen so often when you think of your ideals and when you think of your memories and what made you Kai, because the face is not there.
Oh.
She has no ears. She has no mouth. She has no nose. She has no eyes. It's been stitched together. The flesh has been sealed up, and you can see almost like someone had taken flesh and sealed it over her own face. All of her features have been suppressed into this smoothness, and you can hear the stuttered breaths of her suffocating beneath. I'll give you that for free.
Oh, we could save her.
I don't want it.
Just for anyone that doesn't know, I do some weird body horror shit because they include it in the game, and sorry.
I mean, we're in the weird lands.
Yeah, we're in the weird lands.
We need a surgeon.
It approaches you, and it does not raise a weapon, but it does stride just directly next to you and her. Curious. Tell me, wherefore came you here? Is it... And he motions over towards the bones. To suckle at the essence. He is then going to spend an action, and you see him just lay a hand. He does not attack, but he just presses a hand down on Holly's body as in this mine. This mine. Your initiative.
It's mine.
And this creature is speaking common with a thick sort of accent that I'm just not doing. But you can tell it learned common later in life.
You did this?
Yes. This is my work. He looks at the face. You find it upsetting.
Yes. Why have you done this?
Okay. We're kind of in this weird conversation thing right now. I will say that counts as Kai's actions. If you want to do something, we move in initiative order, but I'm free if we have a conversation so that we don't have to keep talking in turn order. So if you do something, you're like, all right, I want to grab her and run. You have to be in your initiative. So the next person to be able to take an action and change the climate of this encounter is going to be Cordelia. So everyone, you're free to talk, but to do anything that would change the sort of climate of this besides make a skill check involving speech, I'm going to say you're going to need to wait till your initiative, okay? Does that seem fair?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Pop in at any time because we're just talking.
I was like, Ernie, let me see that spyglass.
Oh yeah, here, man.
He handed me backwards, and I turned it the right way and looked.
Oh fuck.
As part of my action, since I think the only people that leapt off the cliff were Kai and Wesley.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how far out you've managed to get, but I will reach spell haste Wesley
Okay.
since it is my turn.
Okay. Reach spell hasted Wesley. Wesley, it's your initiative. And where did you glide down to?
I think I can move out 25 feet for every 5 feet I drop. So I was just gonna
Go
hover around. I followed Kai, but I wanted to maintain as much height as I could. I wouldn't be privy to the conversation. I guess one action would be to maintain the I guess the glide
You're
for
literally
now.
just still gliding like, over here.
Yeah, I mean,
I want to get you on the.
yeah. So I don't know if they're saying. Does the creature appear hostile
Nope. Not.
towards Kai?
It's ready to fight. It's ready to throw down apparently, but like it has not raised an action towards Kai. It seems curious more than anything. It's very clear that they killed the gnolls.
Yeah. I think I might just delay because I don't know if this is going to go hostile or not.
Okay. Brooks.
Now that I have the spyglass and I'm looking, can I determine what kind of creatures these are?
You can definitely roll. It is going to be. You don't have specific lore on these, I doubt. So religion check. Unless you have some sort of lore that relates to them.
Religion actually scares me more than a cult when it comes time to identify something.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like probably
Are they some sort of ancient race from? Because I do have ancient civilization lore.
Then your DC is 18 instead of 23.
Ooh, he got this.
I love that the specified lore is a lower DC. That's like one of my
23.
favorite things about this.
Well, I got 23 anyway, but
Okay.
a whisper? My first whisper?
And then he just immediately shouts, "Oh shit!"
Oh shit! It's this thing.
Is his mic on?
His mic is on. I can
Yeah,
mute
it's always
it.
on. See, my plan is if it goes hostile, I'm just gonna try and drop on him.
I have muted their mics at that side of the table.
Whisper, 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 whisper. I can hear that he's saying things, but I don't know what he's saying.
Pretty much.
And what was the other bit again? It's a lot of words being said, chat.
I am concerned.
Oh my god, guys! It's a
I only imagine what words you picked up on, and that would only make me more frightened.
telephone game.
Dreamcast shit.
Yeah, I didn't hear it. I couldn't distinguish any words.
It's Elder Knowles.
Because y'all not knowing is kind of better, because he's isolated from the group right now. So, as much fun as it would be for the audience, I need this to come out in character.
It's a dire necrolich.
All right, that's going to bring us to Brooks. Anything else for you? Recall knowledge, perception check, Ernie.
Can y'all get down there?
I can't.
I mean, I can, but getting back up is the problem.
I don't think we're gonna get back up. You can hold on to that, and I'm gonna jump off the cliff.
Yeet! What are you going to do?
Jump. How fast do I fall?
The falling rules is you drop, I think, 500 feet immediately, and then it's 1,500 every round
So,
after.
100 feet now.
All right, I'm gonna drop that 500 feet.
Yeah.
Hold on, which one was it?
I'm pretty sure
You're
that's how it works.
falling.
No, that's not it.
Yeah.
Why does Ernie go by cartoon logic?
When you fall more than... Wait.
Scroll of... Nope.
Oh my, he didn't pick it out before.
All in 6 seconds.
I thought I bought a feather fall. Hold on.
Hey, this is going to be great.
I read it.
Yeah, you fall 500 feet in the first round of falling
So,
and 1,500
You're
every
trying to
round
pull
after.
a scroll from your bag. You described yourself pulling it from your bag, falling at terminal velocity at 500 feet, right? You didn't prep the scroll before you jumped off the cliff,
I mean...
per what you described.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just making sure I'm clear on that.
I mean-
hey, roll.
He's just trying to be flavorful, man.
I've got a bag of holding. It pulls it straight to my brain.
God damn it. Okay.
So I'm going to grab that scroll of feather fall.
Please do not fail this check.
But I have to
Because-
treat the
Turn around,
magic item.
You're falling.
I start reading.
You have a circumstance penalty.
Okay. I can skim scroll, so I barely have to read it. That's a
You have
few.
a circumstance penalty.
Because he'll fall the other 100 feet and take 600 damage if he fails.
This is a level 1 spell.
We've got paste on the ground.
Oh wait, no,
-1.
it's only 300 damage if he...
I'm giving you a -1.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's only 300, which is enough to...
Alright,
Sure would be a shame if chat misfortuned you
I
right
have
now.
successfully tricked it by 9.
Okay.
A level 1 scroll is only a DC 16, and I add 14.
Okay, so we...
I would have to have rolled a natural 1
natural
to
one.
fail.
Okay. Okay. So, and you pull out, and where are you gonna land?
Wherever the breeze takes me.
Cool, right here in the middle of the dome.
Why? Well, I guess you'll land there next.
So
like,
as
oh
it
my
turns,
God.
it turns to you face.
I finished my pickle.
and then you see the hands blink.
Ridiculous.
The eyeballs.
Oh shoot! It
inside
is the
palms
Pants Labyrinth thing.
as it looks towards you.
I was gonna make
and
a
see
joke.
the other sort of curiously begin to move in that direction. It's their turn.
Okay, depending on what happens, I might have to go help Ernie instead.
They're just gonna look at you. Go ahead and roll. Yeah, go ahead and roll a will save.
It's cocked. 32.
32. Crit success.
Natural 19.
You feel this sort of like...
Also, I beat a resiliency rune out of that loot goblin a couple of sessions ago.
So you saw the chat says they're evil, not that evil, on giving you misfortune on that roll. You see them like turn their gaze upon you, and it's kind of like turning on you. And you see the others now begin to shamble. This one like turns over towards Kai, and it doesn't make any offensive actions, but you see it just sort of turn its eyes. As the eyes turn upon you, you need to make a will save.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna insert myself after their turn.
Ooh, I hit the thingy. That's not good. Cool. 18?
18. Okay. So...
Is that a failure?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Do you have a...
Of course I do.
Yes, of course.
As that happens,
32
so
is a crit. It seems like.
you see the mask flash tied to his arm, and basically I get to it like, as I fall under it, I kind of snap out as it gets and like sparks and
Very
snaps
cool.
him, and I get to remake this roll with a circumstance bonus.
Nice.
Okay, there we go. So now it is a 26.
Success. So at this, you can see the last one, this one, kind of go up at Wesley. I need you to make your last will save.
What's the range on that?
Oh wait, how high up are you? You're right.
500 feet.
Oh, you didn't drop down at all?
No, I glid. I can go
You
25
glided.
feet out for every 5 feet I descend. So
Is it glid?
Yeah, he glid.
I don't know. What did I say?
Okay, no, you're way high. Okay,
Yeah.
so no, they can't touch you at all. No.
He looks like one of those kites you get at the beach.
So this other one just begins shambling kind of over on top of this bone. So cool. All right. At this, you can see them now. Like, these don't seem as intelligent. It seems like they're just kind of obeying this one, and he raises his hand. Easy there. Whoa, girl. No. I meant no offense. This is an act of worship. This is my art. I apologize if this one was dear to you.
I can hear her. She's still alive.
Yes. Of course. We would never kill.
But she's suffocating.
One needs not breath to serve the master. He is the air itself. Curious. You come this far into his lands and do not know this. Who are you that walk so brazenly in ignorance? So boldly you venture. And he looks down. Like them. Not knowing what hallowed grounds your feet touch. Not knowing what sins you commit with your very breath. I could. And he sort of like strokes the air. Absolve you of that. Your initiative.
My turn. Cool.
Well, I was coming in after
yeah, you
the
just-
creepy guys.
Wesley.
Not hearing his like weird, creepy apology, and noticing that, hey, it looks like they're trying to cast spells at my friends.
Yeah.
I try to drop on the big guy, so
Okay, here we
he
go.
needs to make. I don't know if it'll take a movement action to just fall the 500 feet
Yeah, that's going
onto
to be
him.
one whole action, yes.
Okay, so he needs to be a really easy reflex save.
He got reflex 12 plus 17, 29.
Nothing happens.
Okay. So
Just on the off chance.
you frog bomb down.
Okay, so, and then I'm going to make so I land, and then I go into a roll as I make a tumbling strike. So I'm going to do as one action, I get to attempt to tumble through and then strike against him. Where's
Let's
my
go for
D20?
it.
So
Of course
like
the
I
tree is
land
blocked.
and
I'm just
then
gonna move this tree canonically over here.
try to
so
roll
that
between his
the audience
legs.
can actually see them fighting over here.
Bending reality for your pleasure.
Yeah. For
so
your pleasure.
35 versus his reflex save.
35 versus his reflex save. His reflex is 27. That's a fail. He failed.
I could never.
Wait, it's 35 versus 27.
Yeah, he lost.
Oh, I thought you meant I failed.
No,
okay.
he failed.
He
Okay.
fails.
You
I was
rolled,
confused.
right? He failed.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you succeeded.
Yeah, so I succeed. It wasn't a crit, so he's not flat-footed to this. So I get on the other side, and then I'm like, don't like, and then I'm just gonna smack him. He looked like he is,
Bad touch, bad touch.
yeah, bad touch. So
Bad touch, bad touch.
Your action here is a lot more calculated than mine's about to be.
so plus another plus 18.
Gotta get some health going.
27 versus AC.
Hit.
Okay. Let's.
I gotta look up what I'm actually trying to do here.
This might get interesting with people 600 feet up.
Sorry, I was like waiting.
Oh.
My trigger was they're going to be
Don't
doing
be
something
sorry.
hostile.
We're playing a game here. You're playing characters.
Plus 4.
That's a little loud. Looks like it might be a little loud on y'all's end too. I'm gonna turn that down.
I was looking for a Superman.
How about that? That should be better.
Plus
All right.
6 plus 9. 5 plus 9 is 14 slashing.
14 slashing damage. Okay.
Okay, so there's 1 to drop, 1 to tumble through and strike. I'll attempt 1 more strike as I go for a bleeding finisher.
Finish him.
What's the second? 27 again.
27 again does hit. Yes.
Okay, so that's going to be.
Kai, you're on deck after this.
Yep. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna try to do, and you explain to me how I'm gonna do this mechanically, because I have no clue.
36 slashing damage.
Are you shitting me?
I rolled really well.
Ew.
It's a finisher.
And then
Jesus.
he is bleeding. And then for my last
do
action,
that?
I raise my
He does
shield.
bleed. He has flesh. He is
Because
bleeding.
you're hasted.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay. Wonderful. That's it?
Yep.
Damn.
Okay.
Okay.
That's it.
Kai.
So I want him off of her.
You know. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Sure. So I can fly. I don't know if he can. How big did you say he was?
He's medium. He's smaller than Kai. For
Excellent. I slam into him upwards. I'm trying to scoop him into the air. I want him
All
as
right.
high as I can get
That's
him.
going to be the same as a shove. So the same sort of DC as that. With a little circumstance penalty. So you're going to roll your athletics versus fortitude. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like a grapple or a shove.
Yep.
Sure.
That's fucking cool.
Sure. I have a master in athletics.
Oh, shit. Then just take a 2 circumstance bonus. A
Okay.
penalty.
30.
That's a success.
Okay.
Kai lunges and you feel this guy's thin rib cages like sort of begin to crumble underneath you.
Okay. So I'm grabbing and I'm taking him with me into the
Okay.
air.
I'm gonna leave your mini on the ground.
Sure.
'Cause it's an expensive mini, but I'm gonna lift him up because he's not. All right.
So yeah, what was I like 10 feet from him?
Yeah. So now he's 5 feet in the air and you're beneath him essentially.
5 feet. Okay. Can I keep flying upwards? Do I have?
So now you're gonna need to make another one. This
Okay.
time with no circumstance penalty because he's already in the air.
Okay.
To see how far you can go with him.
Cool.
It's forced movement, so I don't get to smack him.
Yeah.
Um,
This is not. What is
I'm
this?
gonna hero point that. I can't wait to the part where I drop him.
I think I saw Charizard.
There
do
we
this.
go. Okay. Higher.
Higher?
Yeah.
What's your full speed?
Well, I've got 25 feet. It's
25 feet up. He's 30
Yep.
feet in the air on your fist right now.
Okay.
Do you not have a flight speed because of fly?
It's 25 feet.
Oh.
It gives
It's
you
equal to your
20
normal speed.
or higher.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right.
Whichever one's.
So, is that it? Do you have one more?
I got 3 actions.
He's 30 feet up, so what do you want to do with him now?
Go away.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep. I'm going higher.
You just go higher.
I just go higher. Okay, cool. Another 25 feet in the air.
Now I will say, since you didn't do because you're pushing him up. On his turn, he's actively going to be able to attack you because you're still attached to him. You didn't let go or anything like that.
I didn't think actually. He wasn't as high as I wanted him to be for.
He's 60 or 50 feet up now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We know how deadly the falling rules are. Cordelia,
I really
600 feet out.
Yeah, she's gonna
Consume magic.
She's gonna sigh.
Let's
He gains your
Let's
fly and
sigh, and turn to Brooks and say, "Well, I hope you've got a way to get down, dear."
I'm sorry,
And
Brooks.
She's gonna run. She's gonna run and leap off.
Skeep.
And trigger her snap leaf.
So she turns invisible and falls.
So I turn invisible and fall.
With Featherfall.
And I want to land on the. I want to land on.
Snap leaf is a reaction, correct?
This.
Yes, it's when you begin falling is the trigger.
Okay. So it'd be an action for your 500 feet.
Land on that one.
And then your slow fall. I'm not putting you up there, so you're gonna be like.
Yeah, I mean it's not.
We know that
it's
you're
not flying. It's jumping.
You're slow
Falling
falling.
with style.
Yeah.
I wonder if I actually could.
Oh yeah, she's
No.
slow falling,
Famous
so I
last
guess
words
she has
for
more
that many.
movement.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's made of the sturdy plastic, not like these.
I got
custom ones.
600 feet to figure out how to maneuver my way.
All right,
over
that
there.
leaves you with one action left. Since pulling the snap leaf is a reaction, that doesn't cost an action.
Oh, there's a cool way you can do it.
I'm. So with the fall, it's no, because slow. I'm still way high up.
Oh, how far do you fall with slow fall?
600 feet around.
Yeah.
Sorry, 60 feet around.
Oh, then you're still up there.
She could have waited to activate it, but
Yeah, she could have hit the 500 threshold
That's
for
what I
this
did.
round, and then
We can just call it 3 actions. You can be on top of the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
That's perfect.
Cool.
Okay, just to save us some life. All right, Wesley, you're up.
Until I land.
Oh, me
So
again?
he
I-
delayed.
You're
So as soon as I land, I blink back
oh
to
yeah,
existence.
I'm after the ghouls, or not
Wesley
ghouls,
is
but the
way
guys.
after these. Okay, at this initiative, after Cordelia, you see in his hand the guy that Kai has like up in the air.
Uh-oh.
He just looks down. He just says, "Rise." On the ground, you see underneath the flesh moving, and you see the flesh tightening, and all the gnolls stand up. And Holly stands up.
Time to just send out spiritual.
that's not good.
Oh no, our beacon!
Yeah.
There was nothing I could do to get you.
I know.
Unless I gave you the snap leaf.
All right.
There's nothing I can do either. It's fine.
Yeah, I
No
don't think you can
initiative.
use a snap leaf.
Um,
I don't think you can use a snap leaf. You have to be trained in acrobatics.
I'm bad at it.
all right. Now we have ourselves a proper proper combat. All right, the gnolls. I have one,
When do you get him a
two.
gun?
Let's do this clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You don't need any training.
So number 1 is going to stride.
I must be thinking of
You
something else.
see
then.
it, hear it trying to make the. You're not invisible or anything, right? It's just you're
No,
just there.
I'm
Okay.
just chilling, man.
Okay.
Why would they hit
Right, proper
Why would
combat.
they hit me? I'm on their team.
It takes its flail and it's gonna go ahead and swing it down on you.
Why?
That is gonna miss at a 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it
That couldn't hit
tries.
2 of me.
It does try and sweep you back with the upward swing, and that's not gonna hit at a 19.
Nah.
Okay. It cannot use its jaws because its face is sewed shut.
Gross.
Okay. Cordelia, are you visible or no?
She's only invisible until she hits the ground.
Yeah, so as soon as I landed on the rib.
But you're up here, right?
Yep.
It
Did we?
can't climb that very easily, so it's going to move for Ernie. So they are
Sorry, Ernie.
5, 10, 15, 20. It has to take 2 strides. It can't get there in 1. This other one moves up on you. You can hear it trying to make the like hyena chuckles, but the sound's not escaping the flesh. It's folded over its face. It takes its looks like a cat of 9 tails, and it's gonna swing that at you.
Pretty fucking gross, man.
Yeah. 19 does not hit you.
Nah.
All right.
Okay.
So next up, as we move on with the rest of the gnolls, who can they see? I'm not. You're on the ground.
I'm on the ground.
Okay. Yeah. They can move along you. this one, the tree falls over. It's canon now. The tree's down.
I can see.
And this one moves up on you, and it wide misses with a battle axe.
What is the total?
Oh, the total was 13.
I'm gonna go ahead. Wait. Actually, I might say it's my reaction. Never mind.
Okay. And then this one's gonna move up on you because, yeah, I think you two are the only two that they can kind of get to right now. So they're just trying to do their pack tactics. New dice are failing me. 22 versus AC? There's no way.
26.
But that one does get a second strike. Natural 1. So you can see that they have no eyes. The flesh has been knitted over their eyes. You can see the stitch marks and sort of the surgical magic that's been done cover them up. And they're just swinging viciously. All right. But then you see the dwarf. She seems to be trying to fight whatever this this urge is in her. And you see...
I should have used my reaction. I didn't realize this doesn't cost it.
Did you want to do something there?
Yeah, I wanted to disarm attempt against the second one that attacked me.
No, the redeems are not turned off. If you see them, you can redeem
The
them.
something I wanted to say before doesn't actually cost a reaction, so it's just something I can do.
Go for it.
So this is going to be
Couldn't use it.
37 versus the reflex
Of a null?
of the second null that attacked me.
Crit success.
The weapon is disarmed, like completely knocked out. So
This one?
yeah, so it's
Okay, good for that one.
crit success is a complete.
It says that our redeems are off. I'm going to check that real quick, y'all.
I don't have enough exes to test.
No?
I can test the +1.
They're all enabled. None of these exes, they all look good. Let me try.
It's working for yours. Because otherwise it would have given you the prompt. Oh, no.
You can only do this reward during a stream. Does it think we're not streaming?
It says the channel's not live.
Are we?
When
Are we not live?
Are we not live right now?
Definitely
We
live.
must
I'm
be
watching it.
because we're
Then
talking
how?
in chat.
Then how would the chat be talking to us?
We're undead.
Wait, is this a? Maybe I just need to refresh the Twitch thing real quick.
Will that break?
Is there a way to refresh that? I have no idea how this whole
This is a
stuff
private
works.
stream.
Roll for initiative because we aren't live.
Yeah, no, I'm getting good upload. Like my bitrate looks good.
We'll just cut the first hour and a half to start over.
Oh yeah.
Really important stuff. Totally didn't get missed.
I can only
Rewind it.
you can only redeem this reward during a stream.
Take it back.
Interesting. Okay, I don't really want to stop, but then chat wants to do rewards, and that's the whole point, is that they can be part of this thing, right? So let me disable and then enable them,
Yeah, because we're gonna need some help.
and then enable. I disabled them, then enabled them, and then they're all enabled. So let's try again.
No.
Nope.
What does that mean? Same thing. I don't know what to say about this.
Let me
We
see.
could
Someone-
we could take our break and use that to end the stream and restart it.
Oh, we could, but like in the middle of a combat right here?
You know, it sucks for timing, but that way the chat can do the things they want to do, right?
Yeah, we want chat to be able to, have the full experience.
Okay. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to, stop stream and then reboot stream up?
Might as well. I can always stitch it together in the VOD. And the
Welcome to the weirdness. So what we're going to do is we're going to go unlive, and then we're going to go live again. So we're going to take our quick break, and we'll be back in just a little bit.
Please tune back in to see that guy Windfall.
Ayo.
All right, we'll be back in about 5 minutes, y'all. We'll be right back.
Don't touch that dial.
We have returned. So, the party has trocked. They've trocked them through their technical difficulties. The party has tracked the archaeologist Holly, the quarry of your secret mission, to this strange.
my not wife.
You're not wife. This strange, sort of weird, creepy guys that you just found, and they said they were making
Yeah, creepy guys.
worship in the form of folding flesh over these gnolls and over Holly. They rose under his command, and
really didn't
now
like
they
the
are
way you said
attacking the
that.
party. Brooks, you're up at the top of the cliff. It is your initiative. What you got?
Is anything within 30 feet?
There's a small, rock next to you.
I'll look at
Send
the
out a
rock.
spectral weapon and it'll get there in 3 actions.
I can only go. Well, it goes 120 feet, but he lowers the telescope spyglass and says, "Flesh weavers," and then looks at the edge of the cliff. He's like, I can't get down there. I'm not even gonna ask. I'm like, how climbable does this look? Probably not very. So if I do cast a spiritual weapon, the range is 120 feet. Am I able to
So you can
continue moving it, or that's like the range that?
I would imagine that's the range, because when you sustain it, it says you can move it anywhere within the range.
Yeah. So I'll just say that I wouldn't be able to reach it with that. So I'm just gonna stay here.
Okay. $37 versus your AC.
Oh no! Oh no!
That is a mega crit.
So
I'm not wearing armor.
the pounding in the back of your head just smacking you as hard as possible. You are struck by this. You're going to take...
That's 3 and I'm pissed.
Oh.
That makes sense.
17 points of bludgeoning, and you need to make a fortitude save.
Is that the crit?
Oh, I'm sorry. What did I say?
17
Times 2.
34.
34 points of damage.
Fortitude save. 23?
23. You are paralyzed. So,
The heck was that?
as you fall down, you see this shining eyes over you, and you see him once again.
Not worthy to say the old names.
The wiry beard, in masterful stealth, beating all of your DCs. You can see Yaren looking over you greedily.
You and I haven't quite finished our talk yet. Usamor.
Before I go, I'm paralyzed. This is an incapacitation effect.
It is.
Could I use a reaction then to cast Battlefield Persistence?
Oh shit, what does that do?
I think it increases his level, so it might give him the benefit of the 1 degree of
It gives
success
me a
higher.
+2 to the triggering save, and it treats me as if I were 2 levels higher.
It treats you 2 levels higher.
So it's a 25 versus the save, and he's a level 10 creature.
So you feel the paralysis, and something about when he says that, and you're falling down. It knocked the Spectral Brooks, like your spiritual weapon, out of you, and the Spectral Brooks flashes back into you. There's a huge flash of gold, and he staggers backwards. He pulls out his dagger, and you can see his fist curled.
Fuck me.
Now you have something to do.
I was fine to just watch.
Brooks,
New objective:
Brooks.
survive.
you have good luck. You have a hero point. All right.
Where am I going to deliver this guy now?
All right. Brooks. After Brooks, it's Ernie's turn. You have gnolls surrounding you, and the creepy cultist guys with the eyes in their hands.
Wait, y'all got frog people on y'all's team too? Because literally 4 seconds ago, a frog dive bombed somebody, so I'm just bullshitting. And hold on, I pull out a wand and I kind of wait.
Oh, hang on. There's a really good point from chat here. Okay. Fujin, it would not have mattered, so I'm going to use it for the next one, okay? I'm going to use it for the next one. Next thing that attacks you, Brooks, has this misfortune because of the hinder foe. You redeemed it during the break. I'm sorry, I forgot that. All right, thank you.
I wave a wand. It hits me in the face. Oh, God. And I'm all blurry now.
Okay, you cast Blur.
Yep.
Excellent. All right, anything
That's
else?
my whole turn.
Excellent.
1 to trick, 2 to cast.
1 to trick, 2 to cast. Got it. All right, their turn. So, you can see them, and they all have some sort of... They were all staring, and now they seem like they don't care about you as much, but they almost like they all want to go for the same sort of target. So you watch as
Not a hive mind.
their legs crack and the bones snap into place. You see the flesh literally pour down to their calves.
That's gross, man.
And then begin to shiver and shake. And then in a terrifying burst of speed. Oh shit, I knocked over everything. That was not my intention. They just zoom up to you at twice their regular speed. And get you completely surrounded, Ernie. You know what? I make a cool map. I want you to stand on it, okay?
It's very cool.
I'll stick with the fucking... Well, my girlfriend made it. Thank you, Pirate's Life. Alright. So they are swarming around Ernest here. And they are going to go ahead. And that is their burst of speed.
I think you got 9 advantage.
Alright.
Hopefully it comes into play.
It is going to try and use a claw against you. Its eye-ridden hand strikes out at you.
I ain't done anything to you.
And you cannot be flat-footed because they're flanking, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And you're also
I deny
concealed.
advantage. Unless they are any of them higher than level 8?
No.
I didn't think so. They're trapped in here with me.
Maybe so. This one got a 27.
I'm gonna use my reaction to dodge.
So this one's going for it, and it swipes, and you just kind of pull backwards, and it misses completely. Then it's going to go ahead, and you watch as its mouth,
If they hit, they do.
Oh.
the flesh rolls back, revealing just gums and teeth as it tries to snap at you. And that's not going to hit at a 17.
No.
Okay. Wow, this is supposed to be a little bit more difficult. All right. These two. This one's just going to stride and get up next to you, and it's going to try and claw at Wesley. That is going to be 24 for your AC.
Yes.
Okay. And then it's going to make its second claw. Natural 20.
Ooh.
The only way I'm hitting shit is with these crits. Big hit. Big hit. That was 18 times 2, 36 points of piercing. As the claw comes at you and scrapes across your chest. Dang, big hit right there.
Ouch.
The other one does what it should have done first, and it's going to use its terrifying gaze. You saved already?
Me? No, I was out of range.
Okay, now you're in range now, right? Because you dropped.
Yeah, I'm on the ground.
So now it's going to use terrifying gaze on you. You need to go ahead and make a will save.
Will save. Use.
Everyone has a hero point from coming back from break as well.
Get that feet, yeah.
No, I have the what's it called? That fell off the table. That's not much better. 22.
Pass. That was.
I thought that was a mocking
Thanks, Norton.
clap.
Your joke made me get through that.
Oh, you
Oh,
got
wow.
the +1 because of
Well, the fortune.
yeah, the fortune. Oh my
It would have been
God.
2 lower without it.
Wow. You hear? You're welcome. I can't believe
Yeah,
that.
that's
shit.
the thing I thought would take.
That
a
was
wreck.
spooky. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's all the big spooks. He has an action.
Yeah.
They really do want to just like. He's just gonna get closer. He can't close the gap yet. They're all just swarming now. All right. That brings us to the Wesley, right? Because you dropped to the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Wesley, you are surrounded. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, counting Holly next to you.
Okay. And none of them have eyes. Like they all have.
They all have, well, okay. The gnolls are gnolls, but they have their flesh covering their everything but their mouths.
Yeah, I was just thinking like.
These guys have eyeballs in their hands, like the pale man from Pan's Labyrinth.
So I might be able to do that.
Oh, and this gnoll doesn't have a weapon. We remember that from before the break.
Yeah. So yeah, I am going to activate the shield. So give it like a spin to go glowy, and I'm going to try and bash. I guess since it's like a blinding attack into the one with the eyeballs in his hand. So,
Okay, so that would be this guy right here.
Yep. So that's going to be Duelist Beacon is a +17.
Oh,
That's a 33.
crit.
Okay. Which I think that. On a critical hit, the target, his save is going to be 1 degree less because it's a crit. So
That's not good for him.
5 plus. Sorry, 5 plus 6. 22 piercing,
Yikes.
and then he needs to make a fortitude save, right? Yeah, fortitude.
He made a 11 plus 13, so 24.
Okay, because it was a crit attack, it's a normal fail because that would be a success. It's a failure.
Okay.
So he is blinded for 1 round.
Oh shit. Okay. So you see the hands, flesh grows over them, and he's like like starts panicking and running around. How much damage did you do again?
22.
That's a lot. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Then I have 2 actions left
Yikes.
because
You're still listed.
yeah, I'm going to do a tumbling strike on the gnoll that still has his weapon.
This guy right
So this
here.
is versus his reflex is a 36.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh. Well, his reflex is 17, so
Oh dang, so not a crit.
that's wait no.
No, that's a crit.
That's a
You said a 36, right?
Yeah.
no. You said 36.
Yeah.
17.
Oh,
you're 20. You're
you almost-
20
well,
higher.
his reflex DC would be
No.
10 plus.
His reflex DC is
Oh,
17.
okay, then yeah, great.
Yeah.
All right, so he's
He's level 2.
I don't know. I expected dangerous, so
not
it's
anymore.
he's flat-footed against my next attack, which is going to be, I think, just an
Buddy, of course I'm flat-footed. I got no fucking face.
yeah. I think on he's flat-footed. I'm just gonna make another bleeding finisher.
I can't help but think of like his dwarf
cut.
note in
Okay.
Men in Black. Is this better?
This is my second attack, so 26 versus flat-footed.
Crit.
Okay, so we need 2 more dice.
Exactly a crit.
So it's 22 plus 6 is 28 times 2 is 56 damage.
Okay, well that's twice his health. So you watch Wesley, and his blade. You saw the kukri.
Yeah.
It just, and you just see, you first of all, you cut the flesh open, so you see his head, and he gasps for air, and as you, in his eyes see the light, and then as you cut through the flesh, you also cut through his flesh, and it just, a jet of blood just sends him backwards, and he's just dead.
Okay.
Get in the basket.
And then I have one more action, but I can't make any more attacks, so I'm going to.
Yikes.
I'm gonna move over to Holly and
Okay.
sort of like position myself between them. Like I don't think they have any like ill intent towards her, but I'm a.
Right, she's actively attacking you too. So.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
I thought she was still incapacitated. Okay. I mean, I'll still approach.
Wait, didn't someone interrupt me when I had her attacking? Yes. Okay. She was in the middle of attacking. I rolled for it, and then you had what you were holding. So that's why I never got her attack off. So I'll just describe that now, because I rolled a natural 18 for her.
Okay, yeah. So
So let's
like,
just
she,
describe-
attack,
let's
she
just-
attacks me whenever I approach her, like thinking
Yeah,
she's
like let's
incapacitated.
just like, so it's not a retcon. It's just like
Yeah.
you move into it. You're like, I'll protect you or whatever.
And then
you
she-
see her,
Nah.
you see her pull out this sort of archaeologist like ball peen hammer, like a thick dwarven war hammer, and then a claw hammer on the other side. She pulls it out of her side, like too small to really be a weapon. And as you turn your back, she just takes it and just bashes your shoulder in. She rolled a natural 18. I remember that number distinctly. And she has plus 18, so 36 for his AC. Not a crit?
I think it is. I don't think I can do anything about. Let me see if I can change that. No, it is a crit because
Okay.
I can't change a crit to a miss, but I can change a miss to a hit to a miss.
So she swings at your shoulder for 14 times 2, 28 damage. Just smashes into your back, and you can hear her like gasping for breath underneath the sealed flesh in her face.
Ouch.
Yeah. Okay. But now you know that she's actively moving.
Yes.
And again, the gnolls and her seem to be under some sort of ensorcelment. All right. That brings us to the top, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't think we rolled bleed for the big guy.
We certainly did not. He's bleeding on top of Kai right now.
Yeah, so he took 9 bleed damage.
Oh. Ow. He's hurt so bad. He hasn't had a turn yet. You guys basically started initiative after him. Like, okay, he's still bleeding too. All right. He is like spits up some blood on top of you as you're pushing him up. And he's going to look at you. Okay, let's see what he can do here. All right, let's try this. He just takes his hands, extend. You see the nails kind of grow out. And he just sticks them into your sides, into your kidneys here.
Ow.
34 versus AC.
Hit, not a crit.
29 versus AC.
Crit is also a hit.
So,
Uh-oh. It has an effect if it hits twice.
yeah, so you're going to take Let me do a little bit of rolling. How do I only have? Oh, there's my d6s. 3 plus 7 is gonna be 10 piercing.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a lot of numbers, so get ready for some math.
Okay.
Oh,
10 piercing, 7 negative. As the first of his needle-like fingers dig into your side, you can feel the rot digging into your kidney. And then this one right here comes in. You take 3 again. 10 piercing plus
Nice.
7 negative.
Again. Okay.
Okay, you had 69 health.
I did have
Okay.
69 health.
Now you don't.
52.
So as he hits you with a melee,
He said 7 more piercing.
so he's hit you with two strikes
didn't
on
know you did
the
the
same
10 yet.
turn.
Yeah.
You are still adjacent to him because you are physically
Correct.
lifting him up.
I'm holding him.
I love that. He
Unless
is
he
going
wants
to
to break
use
the grapple.
drink flesh.
Let me show you how you can become part of something beautiful.
You feel your skin begin to peel off as a long tongue comes out and wraps around your flesh. You see your literal skin peel off like a fruit roll up and begin to pour into his body. It liquefies and begins to pour into him and give him life. You are sickened 2.
Okay.
So am I.
You are drained 1, which means you now lose your level worth of maximum hit points
Okay. 1 second.
On top of the damage you
on
took.
top of the damage you just did. Ooh, drained is like the
And when
big-
you're drained, you don't recover hit points while resting. You can lower your drained condition instead.
drained is the big boy status effect.
I have something that can help me.
So
versus-
you take a status
Oh, no,
penalty to
never mind.
all
I'm
your
thinking of something
drained.
else.
So they take a level's worth of experience. Or
I
lose
was
a
trying
level's
to
worth.
read it. All right. So you take a status penalty on Constitution-based checks such as Fortitude saves. You lose hit points equal to your level,
Okay.
and your maximum hit points are reduced by the same amount, so you can no longer get those hit points back. All right, and then you
that
cannot
automatically
get, you cannot
apply it
get hit
whenever-
points back from sleeping until you get rid of drained.
And you drop it by 1
And
per long
sickened,
rest.
you don't lose that until you throw up.
Yes.
Sure.
So you have to spend a whole action trying to throw
Because
up.
he just ate your skin off of
Oh,
your
you
back.
also can't ingest anything, so you can't use potions to heal or anything while you're...
Ooh, that's nasty. That's his turn. He did what he wanted. Kai, your turn.
Okay, cool. I'm going to throw him up.
Throw up?
I'm going to throw him
I want
up.
you to roll athletics check versus fortitude because you're still trying to launch him higher.
Yep.
And how high are you right now?
Right now, 50 feet.
50.
Yeah, 50 feet. I
Cool.
said... Oh, yeah, we did a break.
Oh, yeah, you got a
Oh,
hero
yeah.
We
point.
did a break.
I have to...
Hey, that's funny. I do... Oh,
You
no.
need that.
Hero point.
Because normally you can only move him 5 feet.
Sure. Yeah. You said athletics?
Yeah.
32. No, yeah, sorry, 30. 30 on the mark.
30 on the mark.
30
That
on the
is
mark.
going to be just a success. So you're going to send him 5 feet away from you.
Excellent.
He's
so,
now 5 feet away
So I
from
spend
you.
an action to just throw him up, and then I immediately lift the gun that's in my other hand, say, "Roast, you son of a bitch!" And a storm cloud gathers over.
The fuck?
As I cast Draw the Lightning, and the lightning pierces down through him into the gun.
Glorious!
He needs to make a basic reflex save. I don't really know that he can.
I'll give him misfortune, that's for sure.
This is hype.
20?
That's a fail.
Oh, yikes.
Here we go.
Holy shit.
Kai doing cool Kai shit.
Ooh, I like those numbers.
Guy's literally Dragon Ball Z in right
Decent
now.
numbers. So he takes 18, because I have the thingy. So he takes 18 points of electricity damage.
Yikes.
It wasn't already cloudy or stormy. Like, it was not.
No,
it was
now
okay.
it is.
Okay, good. Yeah, it is now. The spell explicitly dictates that. It's just, if it had, you would have buffed the hell out of me. And I deal an additional 1d12 electricity damage every time I fire for the duration of the spell.
Jesus Christ. He has to fall on his turn? Or he has to fall now?
I think you fall immediately, and it's the round. You only fall 500 feet per round.
Well, he's only 55 feet up.
So he's
So he
still
falls 55 feet, which is...
it'd be half the damage that he fell.
So he would be...
Or half the distance in damage, so half of
22?
55. Yeah, 22, and he's prone if he
And
takes
then he
any
cannot
damage.
grab a ledge.
There's no, unless you rule, there's
literally-
something, like if
there's
you
a
could...
tree, but like he fails. So as the lightning strikes him, you see Kai draw the lightning to his gun, and then this flesh weaver, whatever this guy is, plummets and lands prone right next to Wesley. Alright, well that's one of the coolest things I've ever seen in a
Next to
tabletop
Wesley,
RPG.
you say?
Well, you're like 10 feet from him, but
Yeah.
he plummets down.
He's in
literally-
shaken range.
Literally smoking. Okay. Whose turn was that, Kai? Cordelia, you're up. You're on top of the bone. No one's bothered you yet.
Okay. How far below me is Ernest?
The diagonal of 15 and 15. Do the math. I'm just kidding. He's
As long as he's within 30 feet.
He's-
It sounds like it'd be
he's
30.
good enough.
Cool.
Close enough.
It's probably like 20.
Then I need
Yeah.
one of the gnolls to go ahead and make a fortitude saving throw for me.
Which
also
one?
gonna be quick.
Don't much care.
Let's go with the big one.
This
Looking
one?
there.
Ooh. No.
He rolled 16.
It's
That's
21.
a critical fail.
Two,
Yeah, he's level 2.
0,
Yeah, so I was
he's
close when I said 22.
Slowed one for 3 whole minutes.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Ernie, you were quickened
Oh,
for a
yeah.
whole minute.
Oh shit.
We're gonna go fast.
We're going fast.
He loves it.
I stab and then move and then move. Or stab and then move. And
Oh,
stab.
yeah.
Dance and then stab.
All right, what else you got?
And then I'm gonna go ahead and guidance you on top of that.
Oh Lord,
What is that? That's a
Plus 1 to the
Plus
next thing
one.
you do.
Yeah.
Lord, forgive Ernie for what he's about to do. All right, that's gonna bring us
He's
to.
about to be a birthday boy.
So noticing this spell casting, it's gonna turn its evil gaze onto you.
Hey, that's my thing.
Yeah. Well,
Not the evil
you need to
eye.
make a fortitude save for me. I'm sorry, I will save.
Will save, you say.
I will save. Yes.
Question.
You will save.
Is
Yes.
this a form of...
Incapacitation, emotion, enchantment, fear, mental, occult, visual.
Mental,
would
you
it be
say.
considered an attempt to make me controlled?
No,
No.
this is all
Okay.
those tags I just said.
Okay. I didn't know if it was separate from that.
Mm-mm.
I'm going to go ahead and here report that because I've got them. That is a 34.
So it looks at you with the evil eye, and then you just turn your eye, and it's like, and it pulls back its hands like, I'm not gonna try that again.
That's my technique.
It is then going to hang on. I need to roll see if it has burst of speed.
Never
with it.
mind.
It's then going to use burst of speed one last time, and it's gonna go, and it just like uncannily like clambers up next to you, but it doesn't have any actions left to do anything about that.
Yeah,
So
no,
it's,
It's just being creepy behind you.
yeah, he's just on the bone behind you. Okay. Then the one next to Ernie, he's going to try and claw you. Okay. So he swings way wide, 16. Absolutely nothing, 17. But
yeah.
and then as he does, he's gonna like just pull back and then try and snap as the gum sort of extends.
I got this backwards earlier. I'm actually it's a DC 5 flat check to attack me.
That's
at
right.
all.
It's your
I'm
concealed,
concealed.
right? Well, he passed the flat check and then he misses anyway. So they just can't seem to get you. Yeah. You already resisted the evil eye. I mean,
Yes.
the terrifying gaze. They're just gonna move up and they're just gonna try and drink your bones. So this one moves up and it's gonna try and attack Wesley as it brings in the claw.
Not the claw.
I promise these are not like they're low level, but like a balanced encounter. But Jesus, dice.
It's okay.
Where's the player killing?
Was
this?
it less
Oh.
than 16?
This one.
Or 16 or less?
It was a 17 precisely. I rolled a natural 3, and they have plus 14. So
Okay.
okay,
I can retaliate on a crit.
I'm not lying. That's exactly what I rolled. So natural 12, but only plus 9, so 21.
That's miss.
All right, and then the other one's gonna come in, clambering in, and it's gonna try and just kind of hop on top of you. Hop on. Nope. That's a 20.
26.
We're fishing for crits now. At this point, 22. So there's a swarm of things, and you guys have fought swarms before, so you're just defending, deflecting, fighting back, and blocking everything. Is this what it feels like to be you guys? Where's my RNG?
I mean, I got crit twice already. I'm hurting for it.
Yeah,
Dodge,
everything
dip,
you...
dodge,
Apparently, it's the only thing I can hit you with is
Yeah, I
a
was going to
crit.
say, you got crit too, huh?
I also got crit.
Yeah, but only 3
Crit
crits is
now.
weird for me. I should have more.
That's
It's
4.
4!
That's less than I usually get.
He's
It is.
He's
I
just
got
mad
crit, I
because
got
I
crit.
haven't taken
Oh.
damage.
Which is unusual.
That is.
Well, that's all of their turn. Oh, I did that backwards. I'm so sorry, y'all. It was their turn, not their turn. I'm just going to swap that initiative because I apologize. I did get it wrong. I did the wrong group. All right, Brooks.
Brooks.
So he gets clobbered in the back of the fucking head.
Yeah. He
Uh,
smacked you with this sort of like gauntlet
He
he
beat
has
the ghost
on.
out of
It
you.
wasn't even his fucking knife. It was like.
Yeah. That was his fist. He punches that
Okay,
hard.
so oh god.
Yeah.
So he kind of staggers back, and he's rubbing the back of his head.
Empower Yaren.
He
I love that you just eyes dart to the chat.
don't do it. So he's rubbing the back of his head, and he looks back at Yarn, and the lightning from Kai strikes behind him, and he snaps, and his armor appears.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna armor up.
So it's very cool.
That's all I had for. Okay,
Oh.
so that happened, and then he says, "So then, which one are you?" And he has his weapon and he's like kind of not Rosfaron. I don't think you're an important one, are you? I'm gonna cast Warding Aggression. So my eyes glow, and then his eyes also glow, and there's like a light that kind of like connects them.
So like the anime stare down.
Yeah, and then
Alright.
I'm gonna make a strike.
Go
with
for
that.
it. He is empowered now.
What?
Least just empowered. He's a dealer's choice, and I choose.
I mean, if you want me to die, that's fine.
I choose Yaren.
What have you done?
I choose Yaren. If I can find him.
So I make a
Where is
strike.
he? Where is he? Oh, here he is. Oh shit.
I just have to hit him. Okay.
I mean, he was already.
Yeah, the hinder comes on his turn, which is right after Brooks.
I'm
His
gonna
AC
use
was
a
already
The
hero-
hinder's gonna give
30.
him a misfortune on his attack versus Brooks.
Use a hero point. Oh, natural 20.
Do it.
Okay, so it's a critical success, which means I get +3 to my AC against him for 1 round, and then +2 for the remaining duration.
Okay.
So my AC is 30 against him for a round. That's cool, but I attacked him,
He's so cool and anime up on the cliff.
I know.
and no one can see me.
And there's like lightning flashing in the background.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 24 damage.
Good hit.
So I just kind of like drive the fork into him, and I'm like, "You're not one of the important ones, are you?" And I stab him, and I just hold it there inside of him.
As you do, you see it pushes out, and his flesh begins to stitch itself. He recovers some of the damage you just hit instantly. So he has some sort of resistance.
Great.
And then he becomes, you see, as you say, you're not one of the important ones. You would talk this way! After all he's done for you!
That's not his turn next, is it?
It is his turn.
I thought I'd have some time to cool off.
Yeah! He is going to make a strike with his fist, with misfortune because of attacks redeemed.
Why he punching though?
Natural 2.
He wants you alive.
Alright, natural 2. It just goes wide. What's your AC right now?
30.
Okay. Yeah, it goes just a little wide as you scoot back. As you do, he kind of pushes out your blade with the with his like hands. He has blessed me, and you have cast him aside. And he lets out this scream of this absolute pain and fury. He's going to use Soul Shriek. I need you to roll a Fortitude save.
Oh no, he's
I
empowered.
do will saves, the thing I'm good at.
He is empowered. The DC is now higher.
30.
Fuck. All right, that's a pass. DC 29.
Okay. I'm not gonna pass that again, by the way.
Well, you pass. Well, he cannot use it again for 1d4 rounds.
I do.
Roll
Take
up.
solace in that.
Roll up.
All right,
That's
it's a
roll
basic
high.
save, so you take half damage and you don't get the bad stuff. I won't tell you what that is. So
Paralyzed
it's gonna be
again.
9,
I'm guessing he had like a poison
13,
on it.
15,
Does this happen to be negative?
21, 22, 23.
I'll tell you.
28, 34.
Well,
Hang on, I'm not done. 36. Half because you made a basic
18.
save.
18.
18. And it's sonic damage.
So it is just a big yell.
It's just a big, big yell.
Oh, we
He
definitely.
used hyper voice.
You were too slow.
So we know something's
probably
going
hear
on
that.
Yeah, we
there.
probably heard that.
By the way, chat saved you. He rolled, what did I say? That's natural 18, natural 19. It was high before it was a natural 2. So, good one. Yeah, he's very angry. He seems to have a personal vendetta now. All right. After him,
I really
let's
wish
go
you could
back
just
to... Oh, Wesley, did you have your turn? That's
I think I'm after the second group of bad guys, am I not?
yeah. You
I haven't gone
He's at
this
the
round.
bottom of the round.
Oh, Brooks, it's Yarin
Yeah.
here. I hate this. Okay, Ernie.
I turn.
I say I hate this on my own notes.
I'm like,
You tweaking?
I'm like really. I'm like,
Oh, boy.
I got too much energy.
Yeah.
I look at the two gnolls with their
Practice
eyes
my stabbing.
like sewed shut, and I turn to the guy with eyes on his hands instead, and I stab him in the hand.
Oh, I thought you were gonna turn to him and say, "Watch this." And stab him.
Does a 27 hit?
Which one?
The one with the eyes.
The
for hands.
eyeball guy.
one?
Yes, 21. Wow, I drank that water too fast.
That's going to be 13 points of damage.
13.
Yes.
Okay, has this one been hurt before?
I don't think any combat has happened on that side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because this is Ernie's first stab.
Okay.
Yeah, this is my first attack.
First.
One of these boys took damage from something. I had one marked off for 22 damage. Wesley hit one.
Oh yeah, he
Alright,
just
this
ran
one.
away from me.
So this one's hurt. Yeah, 13.
Yeah, 13 points of damage.
Okay,
The one
cool,
that ran
cool,
up
cool.
with me.
Depressing, cool. Got it.
All right, I'm going to take a 5-foot step out of the little like death square I'm in.
Step for free.
Now the other direction towards them.
Step for free.
Yes. And then I'm going to turn and attack them again.
Okay.
Good number. Good number.
We call this the Ernie Shuffle.
Yeah, the Ernie Shuffle is exactly what I'm doing. This one's going to be a 27 to hit.
27 does hit, yes.
Another 12 points of damage.
Yikes.
Do you still have your +1 unless you used it?
I have not used it. Do I have to use it?
I think you have to. It's
You
have
have
to.
to.
It's
You
the
have
next
to by the
roll
end of
you
your
make.
turn. Well, you can choose what it's on, but it has to be by the end. Of
Oh,
your
sorry. I
turn.
thought you meant the chat.
Oh, it has to be by the end of his turn, but he gets to choose.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah,
Okay.
you can still use it on this turn.
Is he
Okay.
still up?
Yeah, he's bloodied.
Okay. I will keep shuffling around behind him. And I'm going to attack again.
Okay. Swiss cheese.
24 to hit.
24 does hit, yes.
That's going to be another 11 points of damage. As I've stabbed him 3 times as I shuffle around him.
Yep, he's still
You can do it
kicking.
one more time.
I can do it one more time, but that'd be a minus 12 to hit. That seems like a bit of a thing.
Oh, yeah.
At this moment, now that I've moved successfully, I'm going to take a 5-foot step back out of the group after that one. And then I'm going to use my last action to hide and hope these blind gnolls can't find me.
Interesting. Go ahead
Sniff
and
you
roll stealth
out.
for
Oh wait,
hide.
you can
Yeah,
foil
every-
senses.
Everything's.
He's got foil senses. Yeah.
That's a 28.
All right. Okay.
That dude just
You
got.
can hear the doo noise.
All right. Well, they don't know where the fuck you went. So,
That is the one that is slowed.
this one's slowed. So, action.
I gotta climb up here with me.
The bone's pretty smooth.
Action.
Bolas.
Retrieve short bow from the side. Action. Fire. This is the S2.
Okay.
Just on the wrong bow and it just lands over here. Alright, so that one he's just there right now. These two kind of follow in kind, and you see they're gonna move, switch to their short bows. This one's gonna move and switch to his short bow. And they're both gonna take move, draw, move, draw. So they each get one shot at Cordelia. That's the player killing.
Cordelia
dice.
is the tank.
24 versus AC.
That is my AC.
Yay! One hit. Take 3 damage.
Okay.
And then the other one,
I wish I was down there.
natural 20.
Oh, there it is. That's 5.
So 10 points of piercing damage.
Cool.
All right, that's all they got. Some short bow stuff. This one is gonna just move up behind Wesley, and he's gonna attack.
That's the one without the weapon.
He can't bite.
Mm-mm.
That's right.
You'd try and punch me.
He will try to punch you. He rolled a 26.
I will use my reaction to.
Oh wait, no, he's not trained in arm strikes. I'm sorry. He rolled a 24.
Then that's a miss, and I don't need to use my reaction.
So he just swings out with a claw, and then he's just gonna go and you see him go, and there's a moment where he's just like looking around, he looks confused, and he begins to tear at his own face with his claws.
I want to bite.
I want to bite. I want to bite.
We just gotta get them hungry. And then
Yeah.
they'll do
All
it
right.
themselves.
Yeah, he has bloodlust, and that will bring us to Wesley.
Wesley.
That's all it is.
Um,
Oh wait, her. Now that we know she moves,
and she's before me. Okay.
she's the same initiative as
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
the Knolls.
Yes.
She is going to turn, and you hear her, and she is going to just take her hammer here, and you see her raise it up, and she just brings it down. No fighting style, no grace, just like a craftsman bringing it down on a.
Roll a 1, that'd be fun.
I rolled a 14,
Probably gonna hit.
32.
Take the 401.
It's a hit.
9 plus 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's a ouch.
Okay, that's it for her.
Okay.
Your turn.
My turn. Right. I'm gonna attempt to disarm her.
Okay.
This is trip, not disarm. 36 versus her reflex.
Crit.
Yep. So she is fully disarmed.
It flies up and lands in the tree.
I say, please behave, and then I turn around and smack one of the dudes behind me.
Alright, go for it.
So this is gonna
Please
have the
behave.
Nash. This is a
Sorry, what?
28 for
Against the creepy guys?
just one of the guys behind me. I wasn't being discriminate.
Yeah, hits. Hits anyone on this field right now.
Okay. 16.
16 damage. Ooh, yeah, he's not looking too great. He's on death's door.
Okay,
The guy
well,
with the gold right here.
I'll use a confident finisher on him. It's going to be 27 to hit.
Yeah, that it hits.
Okay.
It's not crit.
10,
Goes to
15,
work.
21 more slashing.
You slice him, and you watch his flesh shrivel away, and the eyeballs just dry up as he falls down in a bundle of rags, and the skin decays instantly and just falls, shriveling up in the sun. He's gone.
Last action, I will raise my shield.
Yikes. This is a yikes. Alright. That's going to bring us to Karagozan. Alright. He is going to...
Right, disarm, attack, yeah.
Well, he just drank some flesh.
And then I burned it back off.
Yeah.
I wonder if I should have healed.
You see him stand. And he's gonna like look around.
Oh, he's 10 for me. Dang.
And he is going to... Let's see. Yeah, he's gonna just run over to you. I don't think there's much else for him to do. He's just gonna run over, limp over, I guess, and he is going to make an attack with his... It's like a Jaws attack. He wants to bite. That's a natural 16 plus 18, 34.
Yeah, that's a hit.
That is going to be 20 points of slashing as he... Oh, I'm sorry. I said jaw, right? I didn't say claws?
Yeah. You did say jaw.
Okay, so it's going to be less. That's going to be 13 points of piercing, but with 7 points of negative. And I did that wrong because he was supposed to have clawed you. I need you to just heal, like, I don't know, let's call it 20 point. Whatever he did negative to you, he wasn't supposed to get that negative damage.
Oh, it was 7 each, so 14.
So 14, heal 14. That's my bad. Because I was looking at the wrong attack. He hit you with his claws, not his jaw. Because jaw and claw look very similar on the
Don't
paper.
let him eat me.
They rhyme.
Alright. They do. Alright. And he missed? He hit
He hit.
7 with negative.
Yeah, I already added that.
Awesome. He's done. That's it. And we're going to Kai now. You are now flying above. You see him just
Excellent.
run up and bite at Wesley.
Okay. How many other things are on Wesley minus Holly?
Holly. This knoll is hiding behind the tree, so just Big Boy and one of the little creepies.
Cool. I'm gonna take a.
Oh yeah, you're flying.
Big creepy needs a spell strike. That's what he needs. So he's getting a spell strike.
Okay.
With extra lightning.
All right. It's
Oh wait, big creepy needs to bleed.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit, he's still bleeding.
That's 14 more bleeding.
Yikes, that's a big bleed.
It's 3d6, man.
He's a gushers.
30 on the big boy.
30 to hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, do hit.
Yeah. Okay. And he's getting okay, well I guess. Sorry, I got a few things coming out now. Alright. Step 1. He needs to take 13 points of piercing damage.
Yikes, okay.
So 13 piercing, alright.
Do you need some 12s?
I just need one more 12, I think. Hold on. I might need 2, but I think I
Oh,
Don't you get the extra 12 from the...
That
That's
was
the thing I
just
think
the
I need.
piercing.
Oh, that was just the piercing. What are you talking about?
Here comes the spooky.
This is usually level 1. Oh, no, you're right. I need 2 more.
Here
please.
comes the Magus thing. I love how you just... Every time you do this, you make eye contact. You're like, oh, look what I'm about to do. Fuck your encounter.
Ooh,
I do that Magus thing.
Oh, actually...
Yeah, we'll see.
I hit one thing
18,
real big.
19,
It's a beautiful build.
26. What is this?
2.
2, okay. 28, 31 points of lightning damage.
Describe to me how you finish off this big creature.
So, you know, he's obviously just he got struck down in the air. He landed on the ground, took all that fall damage, and stood up and ran over to go attack Wesley. And you're sitting there. He's right in front of you. He's just hit you, and you hear almost like the whine of a TV that's turned on back in the day, and he can smell. It's like, what is that burning? And he just as the bullet, then a huge bolt of lightning just racks into him, and his flesh, the fleshy, his precious skin is now marbled with that lightning pattern,
like
and that's
the
the last
stars,
thing he sees
yeah.
as he falls down.
They will be blood-electrocuted.
As he dies, you watch as all around him, the gnolls sort of lose their fight. They are not dead, and Holly sort of falls unconscious as his sort of like ensorcement over them kind of falls, and you see the others. They panic and flee for the sake of time. You guys clean these guys up pretty well.
I thought so, because I had another action, and I don't need a bullet to fire anymore.
All right, so cleaning them up pretty quickly.
We gotta get back to the...
We still got a thing
We
happening.
got a situation on our hands.
there's a fight happening up a cliff.
I didn't forget.
Oh no!
I just wanted to change the music.
Jewel of the Face starts playing.
I forgot.
So,
I was so
so we're cleaning them up, but they got a fight still going on while we're cleaning them up, you know.
I mean,
Fuck it, we're still rolling then. All right. So let's just fucking keep going. I was gonna try
Okay,
and talk
cool.
this out, but then I remembered. You have to die.
Dire situation.
So do you want us to
600 feet up
just
the
clean it
cliff.
out, or do you want me to keep?
No, let's roll it. Let's roll it. Keep rolling.
you're the only one that can get back up
Yeah,
there.
y'all's health
can
points
go.
might be relevant
nice.
next week. So
But I can't.
or next week.
Follow me.
Okay, then I'm attacking the other one that's next to
Okay.
Wesley over here.
Ernie's got the monkey pen. He can climb.
600 feet.
Got a hero point.
I don't know if I still do or
He's
not. Let's
hasted.
find out. Yes. Ooh, there we go. 24 to hit the one right next to Wesley.
Yes.
Okay, and let me just double check what kind of thing this is. Yep, okay, cool. Then it is going to do...
The gold one's dead already. This one's next to Ernie.
Alright, then it takes another 6, 15, 19, 20. It takes 20 points of lightning damage,
Okay.
and it's also on fire.
Okay. It bursts into flames as it begins to get struck up. You can see them losing the will to fight as their sort of master, their commander, is dead. But you can see them doing the best. I will say that the gnolls have lost all the fight in them, as well as Holly. So we can skip that initiative. All right, let's scratch that out. Scratch. Okay. After Kai, that brings us to Cordelia.
seeing the gnolls drop.
Yeah, they're still alive. You can see them wiggling.
Yeah.
Some of them are like scratching at their own flesh on their face.
She kind of twitches and lurches back behind to the thing that scrambled up towards her, and I needed to go ahead and make a fortitude saving throw.
This guy.
Yep.
Oh, let's
He
make a
did
cop.
scramble.
Oh, it's bad.
I'll have to hear that.
20.
Fail. Is this considered undead?
This is not.
Okay.
Weirdly enough, they are not. The big one was.
a
guy.
It's just a guy.
She grabs it by the throat
Oh,
and says, "Feast." And she's gonna cast Worm's Repass.
no!
The wormies.
The wormy boys.
Aren't they cute?
They're so cute. It's flat-footed. It has persistent damage now.
Oh no!
If it survives.
Oh, that's not great. That's 10 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then let's see. The persistent is on its turn.
Yes.
And then I am going to evil eye it, so I needed to make a will saving throw.
Make me do all the saving throws. Oh, that one's much higher. That's a 27.
Okay, that saves.
Okay. So you can see as Cordelia grabs it by the throat, she says, "Feast." And the worm beginning to crawl under its skin. You can see it writhing. The flesh beginning to get chewed away. It's like clenching its fist, almost like it's like trying to hide its eyes from the pain, but it can't escape. And you see a worm crawling over the eyeball inside of its hand. It was not having a good time. And it... evil-eyed. Okay. Wesley went down. I need to get my chart back. This is too much for me.
I was
Brooks.
after the second batch of baddies.
So as he says, like after everything he gave you, blah blah blah. Brooks is actually gonna like laugh at him.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm gonna heal myself as I do that. So I'm gonna activate my vital beacon because I'm dying. I was like, ooh, 20 has a 2. Okay, so 9, 15. So I healed 23. We like that. 6 enough?
That's a 9 and 9.
That's a 6. Oh, wait, there's another 9.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Wow. 18 plus 6 plus
26.
26. Where did I say before? 23?
Yeah.
Okay, so I heal myself because I'm dying.
Okay.
And then he's
Soon.
laughing. I'm laughing at him, and I say, "You are a child." I'm gonna try and feint him with this.
Okay.
So I need to make a
Deception versus his something DC.
His perception DC.
Yeah.
Yikes. But you're a master of deception, right?
Am I? I am.
Wait, I thought he was honest.
35.
35 is a success. His perception DC is 29.
So he's flat-footed.
Okay.
For my third action, I'm going to. So as I'm laughing at him, I'm attempting to lower his guard, calling him a child. His eyes will glow, his weapon glows. I'm going to use a weapon surge and try and hit him.
Okay.
Now that he's flat-footed.
Fucking awesome.
I'm scared. So I have +1 to this. I use a hero point. That's good. 32, 3.
33 versus
33
flat-footed.
does his flat-footed.
Okay. So now I do 3d8 damage.
The wormy guy takes an extra 6.
15 plus 4,
19.
19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
Holy shit.
And since he's flat-footed, so I hit him with the weapon, and
Yeah.
I have a charm on my weapon that snaps at him with my, what's it called? Monkey something? No. Murderer's Knot.
Oh, the murder's not.
So
Yeah.
now he's also got a d6 persistent bleed damage.
Okay, and you see it twist into him, and now he's bleeding. You do see him immediately stitch up some of that and heal up some of that wound. His regeneration ability is kind of uncanny. It's kind of like fighting Wolverine.
Well, now I'm
Because-
regenerating too.
Oh, shit, and he's bleeding constantly. It's his turn. I don't understand. If
if you're not here for him, why are you here? Everything he's been doing, everything that I've been working for.
He raises up his hands, like in genuine curiosity.
It's all for you. It's all for you.
Am I allowed to talk back? Or is that just his,
That's his little monologue. You can respond if you want to, because I think it's juicy.
Why now? What is he planning?
That's all you get.
Okay.
He wouldn't forgive me if you left. No, this is my duty.
He's gonna take the fist and he's gonna do that. You know,
Stop
that
trying
little,
to punch me!
you know, in Troy, how he does the Achilles hop and he just.
Oh my god.
To be fair, fists are always non-lethal unless they take a -2 penalty to make it lethal.
Well.
Unless he's
This
got a
one
weapon
seems
or
like,
something.
I don't know.
Well, he's got a Cestus.
The Wolverine claws come out.
Yeah, I was gonna say unless there's a weapon.
I was Wolverine the whole time.
That's why he's been healing. Yeah, that's
He is called the main wolf, which is like a, not a Wolverine, but.
Sounds similar.
35 versus AC.
Okay, just hit.
Okay.
Not a crit.
Okay,
Where does it?
here it comes.
Good thing
He
you
is
put on
going to
armor.
hit you.
Yeah.
He's going to hit you with
Fuck.
the Cestus. Oh no, I need bigger dice. He uses big dice.
he hits
And
you with
this
the
is-
cease this.
I assume this is
Don't say it.
bludgeoning damage.
13 plus 30.
Oh.
26 points of bludgeoning. I need you to make a fortitude save.
Stop it. I'm down to 1 hero point. Oh, that's good. Okay.
It's almost bad, and then we
31.
rolled.
31 just passes. God dang it.
Oh yeah,
Just
that's right. It's 30. Or 20.
All right.
9.
Yeah, and that's
He still clobbered me.
I'm trying to see if this takes an extra action for him to do. It says plus. Usually whenever you have a usually when they have an extra ability like grab or whatever, it
It's
costs
a free action if you land the hit. Is usually what it is.
No, it's a free action if you have an improved ability.
I meant it's
yeah.
it's an action to do it for free without making another check.
Yeah. And
Like the attack hits and then you can shove without making
but
a
that's
shove
not
check.
yeah, that's not how all of them work. So this one just says anything damaged by it. So literally if he hits you, you just got to make the save. That's
Yeah,
it.
that makes sense.
It just comes with it.
Well, he is bleeding.
So it takes a d6 on it.
Yeah. He still has some actions left.
Maybe it's this vessel you're in. You know, they do sort of change the way you think. Maybe you just need a reset.
He picks up his boot and he kicks you. He's gonna make athletics versus your oh fuck. Oh shit me. Well,
How close were you standing to the edge?
how close were you to the edge of the cliff?
Well, I did close the gap. I don't know if he.
So
well,
he
was
came up right
behind.
behind you and punched you in the
Okay.
back of the head.
So, yeah, I guess I'm there.
Okay.
They're like how
I'm not gonna
close?
say he's gonna get this one, but he just rolled 18 plus 25.
Oh, versus
33.
33 for athletics. What's your
Wait, no. 18 plus 25 is 40.
43.
Oh, well.
So he pushes you back, and now you're on the edge of the cliff. You're like teetering, and then his last action is to step, and he's going to move up on you and impose on you.
Okay.
And he's got you at the edge of the cliff now.
Should I say him demon?
Okay,
Because you get a step.
that's Ernie's turn now.
It's not-
You're basically invisible. All the knolls have dropped.
Yeah.
It's not hard enough. Let's just...
Yes.
I'm going to. Okay. I'm gonna reach into my pocket, and grab some scraps of paper, and I'm gonna start reading it.
Good thing he yelled earlier, because I probably wouldn't know what's
He
going on.
yawned.
Oh yeah, you heard that scream basically, and now you can kind of see Brooks up there.
Yeah.
You're 600 feet with no obscuring things. You can.
All
I
right.
can move.
And Ernie's now moving even faster.
Fuck no, you didn't.
And then I'm going to just like. All right. So the creepy guy near me,
This one.
has he lost track of me? Does he seem to know
Yeah.
where I am?
He's like a.
All right. Like
Huh?
there's just like a. and like a dagger is in him.
Fuck it, don't roll. That's just fucking cool. He's dead. Fuck
Okay,
it.
that's my whole turn. But
You spent 3
like,
actions hitting. He's like on death's door anyway.
my next turn, I can go 250
Where do you
feet
want
up that
Where do you want
cliff.
to end up? Oh, so you cast it and you're just like, and the dagger just flies out from this. Like,
At first, it
motionless
looks
blur.
like I threw it, but then I'm also still holding it.
Okay, yeah.
As I like throw it and like jog alongside it for a few
That
steps.
means the only one left is the one that's engaged with Cordelia, right?
I think so.
Oh, and
There's
this,
one on
this
Digital
ogre.
Quest, that's on fire.
He's fucked up though.
He's on fire.
Oh, he's fucked up. Okay, yeah, this is gonna last much longer. All right, cool, Ernie. It's them's turns. All right, so the one. Let's do Wesley first because it's not gonna hit him, but I want it to. Let's try and pray to the RNG gods for smacking Wesley. Natural 11 plus 14, 25.
No.
My own brother treats me this way.
I mean, it'd miss even if I didn't have my shield up.
Okay, so he swings and it just like reflects off the shield, and then he's going to pathetically just try and jump on you and give you the jaws. Give him the jaws! And he's just flailing, hammering against the shield, being less and less potent with every smack. He burns.
For 2.
He bleeds.
Immediately.
Does he bleed?
No, the big guy was bleeding.
Okay.
And I killed the other guy with the finisher.
Yikes. Okay. This one might hit you. I don't know. He's all wormy now.
He is wormy.
He's very wormy. He's gonna try and just claw you. He takes one, and you see the eye looking at you, and it just kind of goes for your face, like the eye to your eye, basically. Come on! I want to do this one time. I just want to do the cool thing they can do one time. 19 versus AC does not hit you.
No. You're looking for a 24.
Aha! 27.
Yep.
Okay, but I'm going to do the slashing damage, and then he's going to spend an extra action because he doesn't have improved grab. He's just going to spend an action to grab. So you take 3, 7 slashing, and you're grabbed by him. He's got his hand like this over your face.
Now the worms try to eat him.
And now the worms try to eat him.
Takes another 4 points of
Wormy
piercing
damage. Okay, he's not too happy. He's bloodied. Alright, that's their turn, which makes it Wesley's turn.
I think. Yeah. Yeah. I'll make a tumbling strike against this dude.
Okay, go for it.
So versus his natural 20, so 38 versus his whatever. So
Yeah.
he's flat-footed against this attack,
Yeah.
which is going to be a 28.
That's not a crit. Well, against flat-footed,
Yeah.
19 flat-footed.
Yeah. It's funny. I mostly just did this for the panache. 15
15.
slashing.
All right, he's still up. He's on death's door. He is like literally just hanging on, crouched, bleeding, looking at you. This desperate sort of eye, like following you.
It's an action to speak, or would I get like just,
Just
a,
go
just a
ahead.
call out? Because I was gonna
A call is an action, but like if it's just flavor.
It's not like I'm like pointing out an enemy. I was just gonna I want to use the storm feather, so I pull up my hat and I clack it, and I start to like levitate as I fly on myself. And I shout to Kai to tend to Holly, and then I'm going to fly 70 feet towards the. Well, no, 35 at first because I need to snack on the way.
I think that would kind of count as a call out, but we'll it's
Okay.
fine. We can keep going. It's fine. It's good. All right.
Oh, it's
That's bring us to
40.
Kai.
Oh, that's due to rolls.
Okay. So yeah, okay. I mean, Kai, this is kind of already Kai's agenda as well, to be honest.
Okay.
So he's gonna fly straight down,
Okay.
towards the two of them.
Okay.
And
this isn't. Yeah, this guy is like on his last legs here.
yeah, so he's gonna come down and literally just
okay.
with the butt of the
Spin
Dizzle.
action. He's
Yeah,
done.
cool.
Great.
And then he's gonna turn and then so move, clap that dude in the head, and then he's gonna turn around and doesn't really know much about medicine, but
You can try and roll medicine. You can try and
Yeah.
roll perception if you want, but it'll be a higher DC.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'm gonna try to figure out if like I can.
You know, I
Just put
would
her to
let you
sleep.
actually roll Arcana on this.
magical
Yeah.
analysis.
What's this thing called?
Then in that case, I got a 29.
Okay. So, this face stitching is some sort of macabre sort of art or religious material that's done. The flesh has been shaped, and she has been deafened, blinded, and can't speak or eat. The only reason they could attack with those weapons at all is probably some sight granted through this other guy, which is why they all kind of collapsed there. You can also tell with that perception, she is suffocating. And she does not have... It's a number of rounds equal to 5 plus her con modifier because she's a dwarf and she's got a high con modifier.
Yeah.
Like, she's gonna die soon. Like, she's gonna go unconscious and die soon. She has maybe she's got 18 seconds of air or something
Gotcha.
like that.
Yep.
I will
Something
tell you
about what he
this.
was doing before was keeping her up.
So,
yeah.
here's what you can do. These are permanent changes. Her face will be like this forever.
Yep.
It is considered a curse, even though it's some sort of like magical surgery. It can be removed by removing the curse. You could tell that, or you could try and surgically remove it, which will involve cutting open her face.
Yep.
Your choice.
Yep.
Okay.
But I think that was 3 actions.
She has 3 rounds of air before she starts to take
50, 80.
permanent damage. She won't
Okay.
die instantly,
Yeah.
but like, it's
It'd
dangerous.
be fast.
Yeah. All right. Anything else for Kai? Was that all?
No, that was
actions
3.
for
That
you?
was 3
okay,
actions.
Excellent. Cordelia, just here, just tried to bite you.
He did.
Well, he got his hand on your face right now, right?
Yeah. So I'm gonna bring both hands up and grasp his head,
You grab me?
and I need him to make a will save. for
Oh
me.
no!
You have hands.
Oh no!
It's going to take so long to get there.
15?
That's a critical fail.
Oh no!
So he's sickened 2.
Oh boy!
Now he has to throw up.
Throws out of his. Oh wait, he has a mouth.
And he takes 7 points of mental damage as she's trying to just psychically explode his head.
He is hurting. And doesn't he take some worms? Did he take the worms?
He took the worms on his turn.
Okay.
He's only 7. Like, does he take extra damage because of a critical fail or no?
It means he's got sickened 2.
Okay.
Ooh, second 2 is pretty huge though.
Does it say it's a basic save on there?
Let's see. It just says
Saving throw, does it say the word basic?
Yeah.
no. It doesn't
Okay.
say basic.
Okay.
All right. Anything else for you?
And then, last action, I'm gonna try and shove him off of me.
Okay. Athletics versus his fort save.
I'm gonna hero point that. Wasn't much better. It's 16.
Looking for a 25.
Yep, didn't hit it.
All right, so you
I think
try to
it's
shove
not a
him,
crit.
but
Yeah.
he's
It's a
literally
crit.
still got you grabbed.
Yeah.
You are still grabbed by him, and you try and shove him, but he's like holding on to your face, and he pulls himself back up. Okay. Shh, calm down, everyone, calm down. All right,
I'm about to have a bad
Brooks.
It is my turn.
It is.
Okay, I need to. Let's see. Can I survive? Maybe. Okay. So, I guess he's like in my face.
He's like he's like looking absolutely crazy, like he's trying to process why he's even fighting you right now. He's so
He hit me.
No, he's confused as to why you're not like, he's like
He
he's
fucking punched me in the head.
Yeah, he just wants you to be his friend.
He just wanted to get my attention.
Yeah.
Is that how he wanted to do
He
that?
needs that.
He's a little crazy.
He never learned emotional language.
Use your words.
Okay.
He's been alive for
I'm going
many
to
years.
spend my first action to strike him. So like he's on me, so I'm just gonna like try and just get some space.
Yes, indeed.
I'm gonna use my last hero point.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Ooh. 30.
Is he flat-footed to you?
34.
No, just for that attack.
34 does hit.
Okay, so I'm just gonna hit him.
Brooks, you got a +1, so 35. Oh, +1 to this damage then, because you already hit when he redeemed
Okay.
that.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19 damage.
That's a good hit.
And then,
Plus the 1, yeah.
Get away from the edge.
yeah, so I guess I'm just going to take, like, a step forward. I mean, I can't do anything. I can't move because I have to do something else.
Okay.
And I'm just going to say, because he hasn't seen it, and neither have you, but maybe you should. And I'm going to, the blood that was on my hand from the back of my head is going to spiral, and then it's going to shoot into my eyes, and they're going to turn red, and then his eyes are going to turn red. I'm going to cast Debilitating Dichotomy.
What is that?
Let me read it because the description's cool. You reveal a glimpse of the impossible conflicts between the divine anathema behind your curse, forcing you to reckon with another's conflicts as well. So basically, I'm going to show him the false sun, because I don't think he's seen it and knows what it is. So I'm going to show him that image that's plagued my visions for so long. The mere sight of it will test his willpower. It's a will save. And I will also make a will save, because I have to look at it too. Okay, critical success.
So his will is plus 17.
Okay.
I rolled a natural 1 for an 18.
That sounds like
That's a crit fail.
It would have been a crit fail anyway because
And not one?
what happens?
A lot of damage.
That's a
And it's
lot
like-
of D6s.
And it's like teetering on the side of like the 19 and the 1. I was like, that's a 1.
Okay.
I don't want to cheat here.
He takes 60,
Come again?
60, 30 doubled, because he takes double damage.
So 60
So
mental
60
Or maybe-
mental damage, and he's stunned 1.
Can you describe to me in chilling detail the vision that he sees that you impart upon him?
Okay.
Hang on, I'll change your music real quick.
He sees... He's in a desert. He sees a figure ahead of him looking up at the sky, and he follows this person's gaze and looks at the sky. It's swirling with nebulous colors, blues, purples, greens, pinks, all spiraling around a single pitch black point. As he stares at the point, he realizes that that's not merely the sky, but it is an entity, a creature, taking up the entirety of his visual space. He sees that it's not only this black point, but there's a body attached to it. Humanoid, long, gangly limbs, seeming to encroach the entirety of the world around him.
He stumbles backwards. And you can see there's blood dripping from his eyes. And you can see that flash of gold that is usually associated with your magic swirling around in his irises. But instead of like being attuned to it, it's like running around like sparks, like veins. What is this? He like falls to his knees, he's coughing. What the fuck is this? What is this? He throws up. What have you seen?
The end.
And we'll move on to the next person in the initiative.
Holy crap. He's stunned 1, so 2 actions on his next turn.
Hopefully
Oh,
that'll
he's
save
next.
my life.
He's next.
So he loses 1 action.
My heal.
My lord, Eternal One, what things we do not know. This isn't finished.
He's gonna stride away from you.
Okay, I can't do anything.
You see him throw his wolf's cloak over him, the one that he had in the prison cell, and you watch as he doesn't shapeshift, but you watch as his arms elongate, his torso kind of suckers in to like this like emaciated wolf-like form, to where he's still a dwarf, but taking on these weird canine features, the fur covering over it, like a wolf in sheep's clothing, but the sheep's clothing is a wolf's clothing. And it takes one like sort of fervent look back at you, and it's going to run.
Wait, can he run now? Because
No, that's my action, but he's going to start to sprint on his next turn. But he's only 25 feet from you at the moment, so if someone else were to arrive...
Does he look like bloodied? Did that attack bloody him?
You did 60?
yeah, 60 in that last hit.
He's also taking persistent bleed damage.
It was mental.
Oh, yeah!
He's leaving a trail.
Roll this.
He doesn't heal that. Okay, he's no longer bleeding, but how much blood did he take?
Roll your d6.
2.
Damage is damage.
He is bloodied. He is lower than half health, I'll tell you that. He's pretty fucking hurt. Alright. Ernie.
The fastest boy alive.
Ernie's gonna grab his monkey pin and activate it, and he's gonna run 220 feet up the side of the cliff. As I do all 4 actions to run.
Oh my fucking... Okay. Creepies. Oh, I actually can do the thing. Probably just one time. So, he has you grabbed. So he needs to make a jaw strike. So he has to hit. So as he's got you hit like this, he pulls you, and his eye presses against your eye. And he, as the eye's looking at you, you see it dart, and then the actual head comes around and tries to bite you in the neck.
Cool.
Ooh, natural 16. That's a 30.
That hit.
Oh no! All right.
He likes it when the cool monsters do cool things.
I like it when cool monsters do cool things. You know, like I want.
I like it
He
too.
likes it when
I just wish it
Cordelia
wasn't at
loses
our
HP.
expense.
All right, 13 piercing versus you, and then he has to spend his last 2 actions to use Bone Drink.
Cool.
One monster drinks your flesh. One monster drinks your bones. I need you to make a Fortitude save.
I don't like this. You have hero points?
Skelegro.
No.
Fortitude save. Fortitude.
I would
save.
give you one of mine, but I can't.
21.
Fuck. All right. He tries to slurp, but he's like, "Damn, this girl's skinny. I can't. I can't.
It's all bone.
It's all bone. Wait, this should make it easier, not harder."
Oops, all
happens
bone.
if he eats
No, he's like,
drinks
he
your
like comes up, he's
bone?
like, your hair, it's in the mouth. Just too much. All right, that's all.
It tickles.
That's all. Okay. It's Kai's turn again.
Oh, wait, he takes the.
Oh, fuck.
He takes worms and he takes persistent mental.
Oh, shit.
3 piercing and 4 mental.
Oh, the hair that. Oh, the fucking battle cam's off. It's fine. They know it's fine.
He fell off the...
He just fell off the thing. Okay. He's dead. They're gone
Cool.
now.
Good.
There's
Yeah.
one more
All right. It's just. Yeah. Okay.
Any more damage and it was gonna get spicy.
Okay. That was them. So that brings us to Kai.
So Kai, like, you know, he's like holding her head up, and he like, you know, he's just kind of, he's like looking around for
You can see Cordelia on
anyone.
top of
Cordelia's
something.
like, help! And then he's going to pull out a dagger and try to locate her mouth specifically. And he's trying to find it underneath that, like, the flesh seal. And he's going to try to make a very small incision just to let some air through.
You're gonna make a medicine check.
Doesn't know what he's doing. He's not trying to do enough to kill, though. But he
Yeah.
might fuck her up.
There's a specific thing.
Natural 20.
Whoa. What's the total?
Okay. Oh.
For a total of 22.
Oh. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
I forgot to tell you. Each thing, her mouth, her eyes, her ears, her nose, each one takes a certain DC medicine check. You
Sure.
pass the first one. It takes 1d4 rounds, and she takes 1d6 slashing per round.
Yeah, okay.
So she's going to take roll a d6.
Oh, no. This one.
How is she going to survive it?
What was your total for medicine?
The 22.
22.
It was only 22 total.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
only
Yeah,
that
I'm
is
not
a,
expecting like a...
that's just a regular success.
Yeah.
No, it was a fail, but it's a success.
It's a success because of the
natural
crit,
20.
yeah.
So you have to roll a natural 20.
Yep.
Yikes.
Yep. I asked for help.
Okay,
I
but
did
you're
3 points of slashing
true.
damage.
okay. we're gonna
Next
fast forward
time,
that.
maybe.
So like you're gonna do 3. I'm gonna say that like you're gonna get her mouth open.
That's
at
what I
this
was.
point.
That's specifically what he was trying to do. He was
Okay,
trying to
so
stop the
she's not
dying
gonna.
process.
Yeah, because we're gonna go through and you made that check. So hey, you passed that check because you could have just killed her before you
Yep.
got this thing to work. Okay,
Yep.
there you go. All right, so that brings us to after Kai, Cordelia's up, and he just fell down. The worm's now feasting on his flesh, eating the eyeballs.
Yeah.
I just called out for help.
I'm gonna kind of stop this because there's no point unless I want to keep it in the I want to keep it in the order in case people manage to stop Yaren.
Yeah, and she
Ernie's ready to go.
Ernie has unfinished business.
Now that its hand has fallen, her eyes are pitch black. But hearing Kai call for help kind of snaps her back. And she's going to, I don't know how far it is, but however many of strides to get over to Kai.
If your speed is 30, it looks like, what, 2?
Oh, but like she's got to climb down here, so that's
Oh, right.
2
She
actions
can just
to
jump
get
off of
down.
things.
And then you said 25 or 30.
30.
You cannot reach Kai, but you can get right here next to him.
Alright.
All right, let's move on with Cordelia. That's going to bring us to Brooks. You see him turn to this wolf thing and kind of look back at you, and then
And how far away is he again?
he is 25 feet from you.
I haven't gone since Brooks went.
Wesley, my bad.
Yeah, so I'm just, I guess, it's nothing super great, but I'm just going to fly, what is it, 160 feet more up, which I did the math, and I'm now 400 feet away.
Okay, good for math. Yay, math! Take a hero point for doing math. All right. Sorry
Quick, give
about
me
that.
something to use these on.
So that brings us to where were we? I'm sorry about that, yo.
It was me, and then you said Brooks.
Okay, Brooksy.
So after casting that spell,
Mhm.
The image has clearly racked him as well. He's kind of like staggering a bit. He's gonna take some blood off of his face, and he pulls it apart and it makes like a web that will shatter into a bunch of needles and dive towards Yaren. I'm gonna cast Vampiric Maiden.
What the fuck?
He needs to make a Fortitude save. And hopefully he fails.
Oh shit! Natural 4.
Uh-oh.
Maybe.
He might get entrapped.
That's all I want. That's all I want.
That's 27.
It's a success. Dang it.
So you roll a success on a natural 4.
But it does still do damage.
So half damage.
Half damage, yeah. So 44, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13's the full for piercing damage.
Okay.
And then also 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Half of 7 negative damage.
Okay. Negative damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you've healed him. You
Drinks
watch as
that
the
up.
blood pours into him. It strengthens up. So what was the total of damage?
I forgot the first one, but it was 7
No.
for 7 and
The total was 13 on the slashing.
Okay.
okay.
And then he'll
So
stitch
half
that
of
up.
20. Well, no. Because
So he just takes a little bit of slashing because the wounds patch itself up even in this kind of wolfish form. All right, that's his turn.
that was 2 actions. For my third action. I can't do that. Okay, I'll just I'll stride 15 feet towards him.
Okay.
He is
He's-
stunned 1.
Oh,
Well-
he's stunned 1.
Wait, doesn't that go away because that was 1 turn? He already was his stuff.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah,
did the
you
stun
have to
already,
check the
right? He
duration of it.
strode and then transformed.
Well, the number is the number of actions you lose, so it wouldn't carry over to another turn
Yeah.
because
Oh,
it
that's
wasn't
right, he already
4.
did it. Yeah.
Okay. You can see the sort of like animalistic desperation. These like long, elongated legs, this sort of like dark circles in the eyes, still with that gold fleck at it. So you watch him sprint, and there's sort of like this stutter, and then he's going to stride as fast as he can. And you see he moves much faster now. He runs back in the direction of the camp, 50 feet. Okay. That is going to bring us to
Our fast boy.
How long does the quicken
I've got 6 rounds left.
Ernie.
So it's been what,
He's
4
been
rounds, so I've
counting
also
down.
got
I've got 6 left.
Ernie.
I keep
And I have 5 left.
Okay.
I'm at 440 feet up the cliff.
Okay, you got it. It's everyone else. You continue working Holly. That takes 4 rounds.
Once I stopped. Once I have her mouth open.
It takes 4 rounds, is what I'm saying.
For the mouth.
It's 4 rounds per.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha,
it's a lot. So like she takes another D6.
Oh.
It's like you could constantly do the surgery.
Okay,
That's
gotcha.
what's scary
I think
about
she
it.
didn't.
Yeah.
It's not one check. It's constant.
Okay, she takes another 2 points of slashing damage.
Okay, so she's okay, but you can see it's actually terrifying.
Yeah.
Because it's not like cutting like something that's folded over, which it is, but it's like cutting her.
Yeah.
And she
I'm
screams in pain when you do
remaking
it.
her mouth. Yeah.
Oh, I grossed myself out. Okay. Kai Cordelia?
Hopefully it just takes one more stride up to her.
Yeah, you're like 15 feet away.
Okay, yeah, you're there now. One more stride and you're there. And you can see Kai has a knife, your hunting knife or whatever.
Yep.
And he's cutting her mouth open.
He hasn't grasped by the blade. He's actually digging into his fingers because he wants to shorten it so that he's not capable of just ending her.
Okay. Whew. Buddy. We're in initiative, so this is gonna get awkward. Well, no. I guess. I imagine I have to figure out what this is. Like, I would have to inspect what's going on with her, right?
Yeah, you need to make a medicine check or a perception check.
Okay. 26.
26. That's a success. So you understand what needs to be done. You have to do some delicate surgery to remove that, and with some light scarring, her face will be normal again. Or you could get rid of the entire thing with one remove curse would probably take care of it.
Okay, I have remove curse,
Okay.
so
But
I
you
can
don't.
start casting it,
Okay.
but it is 10 minutes.
Okay.
So
you'll have her mouth open. She'll be breathing and alive. So it's up to you if you want to try the surgery. If you think
just have a scarred mouth.
it's going to do enough psychological damage for her to have no nose, eyes, and ears for 10 minutes.
I don't think she's gonna. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think she's gonna survive for. So I'm opening the mouth because.
Okay.
Just 10
Cast-
minutes.
Yeah, that's gonna keep her alive.
That's no, that's why I'm trying to figure out, like, do I have enough time for a 10-minute cast, or would it be better for me to just?
Well, he's cutting her mouth open regardless, so she's gonna breathe. She's gonna be able to breathe, so you'll have 10 minutes.
Yeah,
It's
she's
just
not gonna
whether or
suffocate.
not- she's not gonna suffocate. It's just whether or not you want her to be there for, 10 minutes or whatever.
It's either that or
It's
the rest
quicker.
of
I
her
mean, it's either that or I start picking her face apart too.
Yeah, well,
Surgically.
that is in fact quicker. It just cuts up her face. So
So no, I'm gonna start casting the
Okay.
curse.
okay, very good. That brings us to after Cordelia, we go to Brooks. He is now 50 feet from you. Well, you were 10 feet away,
60.
so he's 60 feet, running back in the direction of the camp.
I don't think I can reach him with anything. Except for spiritual weapon.
Except for spiritual weapon.
Okay. I'm going to kind of stagger forward and just point at him, and then Spectral Brooks is going to dive out of me and attack him.
Okay.
Casting it at 4th level.
Okay. Go ahead and make the attack.
Hope it hits.
I hope it hits too. Natural one. So that's the first hit.
Okay.
The first attack. The second attack now. 22. 22.
Does not hit.
Dang.
Critical miss.
30. Oh.
He was
Least
empowered.
His AC 32. All right,
Yeah,
that's
because
it.
he was 30 before
Yeah.
empowered.
Got
Dude.
empowered.
All right. So you see him looking back at you one more time, beat feet, and he is just like full on sprinting now. This weird sort of like nightmarish aura coming over him. He's gonna use stride, 150 feet in the distance. He is going that way as far as he can to where the cliff is now like cutting down. He's going to another little network of a ridge or another part of the like just out of sight, like over this like
150 additional feet or 150 total?
150 total.
Okay.
Yeah. So he was away from Brooks. He was 60 feet away from Brooks. So now he's from Brooks's point, which is the top of the cliff that you're running up to. He is, oh my god, what are we doing? He is 200.
He's 210 feet away.
He's 210 feet away, yes.
Yeah, but I mean, we're moving, 160, and then It's gonna take way too
200
long.
and something.
Hi, we're gonna do some math now because we're gonna see if they catch this boy.
You're gonna catch him.
If you catch him, you catch him.
We also
All
know
right.
where his camp is. So
I mean,
Yeah, but
that's the
there's
thing. We need
also,
to.
like, all of
If we
those
were gonna
things.
catch him, we need to catch him before
He
he.
has 192 gnolls there.
We counted them. All right. Do I need to keep this? Yeah, I guess I do need to keep it initiative if you're gonna try.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep
Yeah.
moving.
Well, that would be your turn next, right, Ernie?
Yeah. So
Alright.
I come over the top of the cliff.
All right. Brooks is there. He looks.
Do
how
I
he look?
see a spectral Brooks
Haggard.
in a direction? Because I heard a loud noise that
Yeah,
I
you heard, like, a
probably
band. You
intuited
You probably
was
see him
Yara.
like because of the how actions work. It's like you probably see
Yeah.
him casting the spiritual weapon.
Yeah, correct. You probably see him cast a spiritual weapon and it missing, and then you see Yarn just
Some wolf-like
skittering
beast.
about.
Okay, then
150 feet away.
I have 60 feet of movement once I reach the top, so
So
I am
you're-
60 feet towards Yaren.
Okay, you're 90 feet from him. You'll catch him next round.
Yes.
Okay.
140. If it was 210, he's 140 feet away.
Oh, 140, which you still could catch him next round, I believe, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Math is math. Math is math. It is now Kai's turn. You're still doing surgery, right?
Yep.
All right, we're just gonna skip on. If Cornelius casts a
2
spell,
points
you're
of
doing surgery.
damage.
We're just gonna kind of do the
Okay.
scene.
Yeah, and I'm still
And
flying.
we can take it out of initiative order at this point because that's gonna be Yarn is sprinting another 150. Brooks, is there anything you want to do in the meantime? Like,
I'll stumble forward another like 15 feet and just kind of like fall to my knees.
okay.
Because I can't. I don't think I can hit him again.
Mm-hmm. No, I think he's too far because you can't move the spiritual
Yeah,
weapon that
so
far.
I'm just kind of, you know, he's like, I can't catch him.
You can
Ernie?
do yourself though.
Yarn! You're not getting away from this! I take off running. I'm 220
Well, you
feet.
see him once you turn the corner. You see him like he was out of sight, and you were worried you're gonna lose him. But once you turn the corner, he's straightly visible.
Okay.
He's booking it. Like
All right, I am closing distance.
that's 2 strides or 3 strides for you to get there.
I mean, if he, I don't know how
He
he
moves
was
150
140.
feet.
How many did he move on his turn?
150 again.
After Brooks' turn, he moved another 150.
So it'd
Okay,
be 290.
290. So that's I'm 70 behind him.
Okay.
So next turn you'd catch him.
Yeah.
So, one more turn. Anything changing?
Nope. This will probably
The
be the
surgery
turn.
finishes, she can breathe
Alright.
again.
Yeah, and then this will be the
Go
turn.
ahead. So he's striding on the edge of this cliff now.
All right. So after 70 feet, I start 70 feet behind him. He would have moved an additional 150. So I end my turn adjacent to him.
Okay.
But you can tag along.
I can.
It looks at you. And it jumps off the cliff.
I don't have anything that can.
He's moving out of your thing, right?
Yeah, I can't. I don't have attack of opportunity. He jumps out above the cliff.
Yeah, he's like jumping off the cliff. Like, so y'all are like way over here now, right? Because you're like 300 feet or whatever. So like you're just down on the beach a little bit, and he's just jumping off the cliff into a different little section of beach.
Oh, how far of a fall is it?
Like 400 feet.
Jesus.
You can take that.
I can't fall 400 feet.
I guess he can if it's something he's doing. Unless he
There's wolf reflexes.
He probably just thinks he'll stitch back up once he hits.
Yeah. I mean, I watch him jump and see what happens when he lands.
He lands. You hear it. Well, you don't hear it. I guess it's too far here. You see him smack, and you see the body shift back. And he's just there, not moving, completely immobile.
I pull out a lockpick and I
Pop. It disappears. Not your lockpick, the body. Roll Arcana.
if it was
just
an illusion,
respawn?
I have
Oh.
insight.
Okay.
I would have seen
So-
him hiding. I
Okay.
could have sensed him hiding.
Okay. So when you had that thing of insight, he wasn't hiding. He was sprinting in the complete opposite
If he was
direction.
stealthed, I could have detected him leaving.
He was not stealth. He was
it
invisible.
misleading?
So do you have
I
anything that has detect invisibility?
if I would have sensed something's weird, I have see invisibility prepped. I could have cast it.
Okay.
But
So I'm trying to think because you moved 150 feet that way, and then you see him acting a little weird because he cast mislead. So what do you have that would have detected an illusion in motion in a high
I mean, he would have been
stakes-
stealth if he's invisible.
Huh?
He would have been stealth if he's invisible because there's imprecise senses. I could have hurt him.
Yeah, but he's
So
again.
insight should have come into play.
How far your imprecise senses go? Because
I don't have imprecise senses, but insight would have detected anyone stealthing.
From how far? Because again, he's running
60 feet within me.
Okay, he's hundreds of feet from you.
Oh, if he cast it when I was that
He
far
casts
away.
mislead when you're
Okay.
400 feet down the cliff, went in the opposite direction.
Oh, he cast it that far along?
Whenever I said he saw a weird shudder
Oh, I see.
when he was stunned. So he had 4 rounds of you chasing him whenever you were misled.
Okay.
He went the opposite direction of the illusion.
When I see that disappear, I want to cast that Arcana roll.
Okay, and I mean,
Which would be to know it's misleading.
33.
yeah, you were chasing the illusionary
Okay,
duplicate.
I
Yeah,
reach
you
into my
give up
pocket and
instantly.
I pull out random scraps of paper. And the spell that I prepped, second level spell today, is See Invisibility.
Okay.
I cast See Invisibility. Oh, let me roll to trick magic item.
Go for it.
But he was in the opposite direction, so he's...
Because I knew I was going to be chasing this bastard. 18. That's my trick. So I
Yeah,
succeed.
yeah.
I cast See Invisibility.
Okay. He is nowhere near you, and I think in your senses, imagining how much time you have left on this sprint.
I've got another
2 rounds? 'Cause you
3
used 4.
rounds of super quick in motion. I would spend it. I'm going to run for whatever amount of time in the direction away from the cliff and try to see if my insight pings on
Okay.
a stealth
It
creature.
doesn't, but when you get to the top of the cliff, like you get back, you're like running past Brooks. I think with your speed, I mean, we could math out how close you can get to him. I think that's something we could do.
Yeah, because this seems like something Ernest does before.
If he was, so he's moving 150 feet per round away. So we've been 300, 300, and then you went that way, another 150 because he went 150. So you would have been 450 feet away from him. Oh boy, math is fun. And then he had another 2 rounds of you coming back. So
Can he move full speed while stealthed?
he can move full speed while stealth with this item, the thing that gives him this ability right here. He is a higher level rogue than you are.
I'm just asking.
Yeah.
I have to take a special feat for it.
Yeah. So, well, he's just a monster.
Sure.
Yeah. So he's, I don't know, from where you are, he's visible because of like the flatland kind of thing. As your thing gets like runs out and like his thing wears out after that minute is up, he's, let's call it 400 feet from you.
Well, my quickened runs out. My fleet step still has several rounds on it.
You can go chase him.
Um,
You're free to. He's just literally booking it as fast as he can.
I'm still able to move 165 feet around.
Okay, so
Without
that's
quickened.
that's faster than him, but with that gap.
I mean, what's the difference? Then you could calculate
How
how...
long's Taurus in the hair?
That's what ran
That's
out.
yeah.
Oh, that's what ran out.
That's
Okay.
what ran
Fleet
out.
step is on.
You'll catch him eventually. You'll just be alone.
I feel like we
But
don't
you
have-
are.
What's
you
your
are faster than him
what's your
at this
speed
point.
right now?
Right now, 165 feet around.
And mine is... Because I would have got to the cliff when Ernie went that way, and then I would have saw him come back. I wouldn't be able to keep pace for very long.
But you could.
I would follow at 90 around.
Okay. Do you all want to chase?
I would
Oh,
chase
it's-
until fleet step falls
It's actually,
off.
what's 35 times 3? 105, yeah?
Yeah, that's right.
Math.
Yeah.
Because it's 30 times 3 is 90
Yeah.
plus
Alright.
15.
So you guys are hunting down the wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Brooks is kind of prostrated in pain right now. Down.
I should mention that I can counterspell illusions,
Okay.
but I'm just gonna say that didn't happen because
You didn't know it was an illusion.
yeah, if I could have seen him casting it, I would have.
He
But I don't know if
did
he
not
casted
cast a
it.
spell. He activated an item. So
Okay.
I
So
guess
Yeah.
I don't know
because
if you
it's
can
specifically
counterspell
cast a spell.
items.
not
Unless they're
positive.
cast, like, it's like a... Well, no, I don't even know if you could counterspell a wand. I don't know the rules on that.
For me, I have to see
Then
its
cast a spell.
manifestations.
Yeah.
So you technically could have seen this manifestation happen. Like you saw him shudder,
Yeah.
activating the magical item. So
Could I retroactively try and counterspell it?
I mean, we could retcon all this math we just did for half an hour.
Math, fine.
It says you attempt to counteract. Do I roll?
You're gonna roll.
It would be a
counteract.
counteract
Yeah.
against the items level.
Hoo-wee!
What is that?
All right. I have to. It is going to be a. Okay, go for it.
What am I adding?
We might just retcon all that big fat math we just did.
Probably not great, but what am I adding to this?
Like your
spellcasting modifier.
Yeah.
and your proficiency, right?
So
Basically, what your spell attack is.
Your spell attack is.
Okay, so in that case, it would be plus.
I mean, if it doesn't work, it doesn't.
20.
20. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So no retcon. It didn't work.
Okay. 20 would only be a 5th level or lower. Okay. I was like, God damn, we're going to retcon a lot of math. A lot of math. All right.
If he's moving.
We're on the hunt. Down. You can hear the staggered breaths of Holly as she's trying to. Please. Oh. You see her cough up little bits of flesh.
Mouth is open now. Nose, eyes completely covered. Were her ears covered too? Is it?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
She's deafened. She can't smell or see. So all she knows is someone cut open her mouth. You can see the bleeding around the edges where your knife had been.
It's starting to unravel slowly, but.
So Kai lifts her lifts her up so she's like sitting up, but he's holding her, right? And just starts slowly rubbing her back, like to make it to seem as non-threatening as possible.
Okay. All right. So this chase is going to take a while. So they're in the middle of this chase. I want to see what Brooks is doing. Are you following at your speed? Are you waiting on the top of the cliff?
At 15 feet?
I just got to know what you're doing because we're about to split the party.
Yeah.
I heard that always goes well.
It does go great.
I know I can't chase, so I'm just going to stay there and kind of try and mentally recover from what just happened.
Okay.
Or I guess I'll kind of scramble to the edge of the cliff and observe what's happening below.
Okay. What's happening below is a remove curse is going on.
Yes. Lord have mercy.
It should not be terribly difficult.
Oh, thank goodness, that's a 35.
Oh yeah,
That's big.
Yeah. So as Kai, you're rubbing her back and she's breathing. Cordelia finishes moving her hands, and the flesh sort of sloughs off. It just falls off and shrivels into dust. Fuck! And you see this sort of like quintessential dwarf. Her hair is this auburn and these big messy curls that are all frizzy and pulled out the side. These sort of like light freckles and this pale skin from being probably underground a whole lot, but you can see this tawny sunburn from being out in the sun. And you can see clearly like the tan of like underneath her like explorer's jacket. Like this is clearly someone that spends a lot of time adventuring. Her eyes have this like bright kind of intelligence by it. Well, fuck me. Give me a moment. I'll assume you're not gonna kill me if you just took care of this. And she like looks around and took care of them.
To my knowledge, we're here to rescue you.
Accent, Star Heel, Raven Mount. That is strange. And someone, and like she feels, and she looks up and she makes eye contact with Kai.
And Kai has started just like he's stone faced but crying right now.
And you see this.
Tears.
She stands up. You're even bigger than the last time I saw you, you big lug.
There is no way in hell you recognize me.
Hiki Alani Holokai. Your face is carved in my mind, greater than those of my ancestors. And she just pulls you in for a hug, and she pulls you in and is like squeezing tight.
Kai's like has to pick her up to do it because how short she is.
She's like patting you on the back, and like she starts bawling like a baby. In the brief 10 seconds you saw her, you saw an intelligent, like capable, strong, like she was just basically tortured, and she seemed to have a really good sort of, handle on herself. But the second she sees Kai, there's nothing but a crying little girl in your arms. did you find me?
I mostly didn't. One of my friends, a contact of theirs, brought you up, and we've been trying to find you since.
Contact? Wait, you're off the island. What happened with your dad?
We had a fight. They weren't happy after I let you go.
And you lived?
Yeah, I escaped too. He beat me. I barely managed to get away.
Sorry. It's kind of our code not to bring more trouble than it's worth, and when I washed up on your shore, I knew something bad was going to come of it.
The outdated customs. If they had just met you out at the market, everything would have been fine, but of course you knew, so we would have come to blows eventually anyway. I had no interest in taking his fucking title.
You're your own man, Kai. Can we... She coughs up like a little bit of blood and then wipes her mouth. Sorry. Holly.
Cordelia. I can help with that.
Right.
And I'll go ahead and just group heal with the staff.
Oh, fuck you.
I vaguely remember hitting something, something squishy.
Oh, that would have been Wesley.
Did I kill him?
No. Best I could tell, he was fine, though he did fly off.
He was pretending to be fine.
Right. Well, if you see the hammer, I'm kind of fond of it. I'd like that back. Oh! And she looks at the guy that Kai lightning bolted. You know, and she's measuring the skull and stuff. And then she stops. I think I've seen a little bit. I've seen a little bit.
He was a little bit.
I've seen a little bit too much flesh being moved around, and as much as I would like to study this skull, I think we're just gonna leave this to the elements. Can we get anywhere but here?
18 healing, by the way.
Oh.
All of us.
Who's all of us?
Not you.
The three of us.
So as she's healing and Holly's like, I want to get out of here, Kai he's looking at her, he's like, and then I'm gonna go and take the actions to throw out the second.
Okay, excellent.
No.
Wonderful.
Gotta do it twice.
He throws up.
And I am.
I assume because we're just sitting here, I can just take the.
Yeah.
thing
Okay.
and-
Yeah. While she's looking for her hammer and Kai's retching, Cordelia is going to turn away from them, and as she exhales, that smoke comes out as the black moths and butterflies start to take shape, and I'm going to do moth supper.
Oh, they eat.
There's a lot of flesh around.
The
moths all come out and they're all just like.
The moths use drink flesh.
the gnolls right now are just like, and most of them have suffocated and they have died at this point.
Because I need that healing, please.
Oh, yeah.
And also, if I treat people's wounds, I'll get bonuses
That's
to
fucking cool.
their healing.
All right, well, y'all are healing up and you're doing that math. Ernie, through sheer determination and the fact that this motherfucker tried to trick you, you chase him down. You see him moving at breakneck speed. He is... and you see him in front of you. You close the gap. Wesley, you staying behind, but
Yeah, I'm
it gets
2 rounds behind.
It gets farther and farther, 2 rounds behind. But Ernie, you close the gap to where you want to run in front of him and sort of stop his sprint, or you
It would depend, and we don't have to get super mathy again, but it would depend on if I have any actions left at the moment at which I close the gap. If I could catch him from behind and just throw a dagger at his back, I would.
I think that's fair. Yeah.
Okay.
I think because you have more speed than him.
But keep in mind, I only have more speed than him for about 3 more rounds.
I would say that's just probably precisely what you need. We could math it out, but I'd rather just say, hey,
Sure.
You cast the spells, you got the resources, you're gonna catch him, but you're gonna be fuck all away from the party.
Sure.
All right.
I throw a dagger at them then.
Go for it.
Have you been hurt yet?
No,
Oh boy.
I'm fresh.
Real fresh.
Tap me in.
26 to hit.
My hero point, remember, was 32.
Wait, what? Oh, right, yeah, I'm going to use a hero point. I have all those too. No, that's not any better.
So 26 was still a miss.
26 then.
He sort of like reverse shapeshifts. You see the bones crunching and the fur receding. And you see he's kind of fucked up. There's blood dripping from his eyes and his mouth, and you see this gold light, and you immediately think of Brooks. And it's not like in him, like it's blessing, it's like assaulting his eyes. His eyes look like someone burned his retinas, and there's a fire in them.
Yarn, you can't run forever, man.
I'm not fucking Yaren!
Ernie reaches and,
You're getting revenge against a man that's already dead. Your life is pointless. Your mission is pointless. You have nothing worth living for. This revenge is nothing. This vessel is nothing. Take your revenge. Cut me down. Add some simulacrum of meaning to your brief, nameless life.
I have no intention of killing you. I don't know who you are, but you did take a lot from me. And if you can hot bodies when you die, well, then you're gonna live. He pulls out a mask and puts it on. It's the Wailing Banshee's mask.
Roll initiative.
We'll be there shortly.
Who's gonna
3
yell
rounds.
first?
He rolled low, but he has plus 19.
I don't.
Least in power of this, remember.
23.
20.
That's my initiative.
He rolled a 7 plus, so 26. He needs to you threw a dagger from behind him.
Correct.
How far can you throw a dagger from?
10 feet.
Okay, so he does need to close the gap. One action. You see him, his hand kind of, and he takes this sort of cestus, and he's going to punch right at your gut. 35 versus AC.
That is a hit, not a crit.
Are you a little birthday boy?
No, I've already
made a
initiated
hostile action.
Yeah, but
Something else might happen.
no.
Okay, so that's going to be... Oh, wait, I need to turn on like a epic boss battle or something like that. Jesus.
It did feel like whenever you have the sequential, like the messed up things are happening, and we're just going, and then you hit the battle, it goes, ksh, but all of the music stays exactly the
Like
same.
in the RPG, like in Final Fantasy.
the final
where
boss
music
fight has the
happens.
sad music.
I kind of wanted to be that way, but I already turned on the epic music, so fuck. I ruined it again. All right, 11 plus 2 is 13, plus 13 is 26 bludgeoning. Go ahead and make a fortitude save. Do not crit fail.
I hope not.
Don't do it.
Oh, that was almost a 20. That was almost a natural 20.
27.
27 is a fail. You are paralyzed for 1 round.
Jeez.
Uh-oh.
What does that get me?
So paralyzed.
I think you're flat-footed and you lose all your actions.
Can't act except to recall knowledge, and use actions
Is-
that require only the use of your mind.
So you can only use
Okay.
things that require your mind. 1 round. So you fall down. He has 1 action left. You chased him down. He is going to take that dagger.
I told you mine was special.
And he's just going to stab at you. This is with his second.
Special dagger.
Natural
Special
6.
dagger.
26 versus AC. Flat-footed.
Flat-footed, that hits.
Damn.
Ooh, with a second attack too. No.
Plus 20 on a
Yeah.
second attack.
Yeah.
He was
This
empowered.
guy is very strong.
7,
Where's Thrain?
9. Plus 13.
He's a slow boy.
22 points of piercing. Your turn.
Okay.
You are paralyzed.
I am paralyzed. The mask that I'm wearing has an envision trigger. Would you say that is triggered by the use of my mind?
That's wonderful. Let's look at envision. I think you can. I
So
think
all you
can
do
use
is scream
envision.
with your mind, because what it does is you just manifest the
Envision
spell.
is it's concentrate, so all you have to do
It's
is
mental. Yeah.
mental.
All right, I need.
Yes, you
I need
can.
to make a
Holy
basic,
shit!
A basic
so
fortitude save
Basic
as I
fortitude.
scream out with my mind.
He-
Roll
Yes,
do do.
fucking-
Roll do do.
Natural 2.
That's big.
Holy shit! Are you shitting me?
Come on.
His fortitude is plus 23, so
That exactly meets it then.
25.
25.
25 is the basic fortitude save.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dang. So he would have,
holy shit! So
he
he
would
had
have
to
had
roll on
to
that
roll
one.
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only because he was empowered.
Still takes
Thanks,
half
Lise.
damage though, right?
yes.
Yeah, he still takes half. And I think he's kind of horrified at the fact that you were able to.
Continue doing stuff.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with
Oh
this
no,
one.
that's not good. I just read the.
I love this.
You better get that.
This is like a
before
high
you-
No.
stakes moment you could create. I love it.
damage.
43 half.
So
21.
Two.
22.
Oh no.
that's pretty
That's not
fucking
good.
good for being paralyzed.
heals.
right?
Oh,
Instead.
it's negative damage. What does that do?
He
He heals
heals.
him 22.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You did not know that.
I did not know that.
So you watch as the
Would
banshee
have been
screams.
metagaming otherwise.
So you think you've got the upper hand. He's got you paralyzed, and you're like, eat this. And it screeches out, and it just absolutely feeds into him.
That's bad.
Thank you. You are 2 rounds away.
Yep. So
You are no longer paralyzed, right?
Correct.
But you're
For
still
now.
prone because, like, when you're paralyzed, did it knock you prone?
I don't know.
I mean,
It-
unless it just
I was
does it just
flat-footed.
lock
It's
up your?
flat.
Yeah, I guess you're just locked up. Okay. All right, hang on. I do want to Wait. Did I get this wrong?
Someone's gonna die.
Hang on.
Me maybe.
I thought it'd be me.
Whoops.
I mean, it might be both of us.
No.
Because this sucker hits.
I am wrong. Hang on. I'm gonna take away that healing. Plus the healing I got another 14 plus 22 is what?
36.
36. I'm gonna take away 36 hit points because he does have anti-magic, not negative healing. I was reading that incorrect. So negative spells make him stronger. They do not heal him.
Oh.
I took away the 14,
That's better, but only on a
It
technicality.
was
Like
7
7.
because it was half.
so I'll give him the 7 plus the 22. I'll take that away.
So 29.
All right. He's at the HP he should be. I apologize for that, y'all.
Monsters are
So there you
complicated
go.
in this game.
So you see him get. Well, I'm just in a high stress situation
Sure.
because I was like, I
Yeah,
thought he was
yeah,
just gonna
no, you're
fucking
good.
run. Hey, this is a real table. So the negative energy like pours into him, and you see it. He gains the quicken condition, so now he has 4.
Okay.
All right. First thing he's going to do.
You'll arrive to bury my body.
He is going to do 2 action soul shriek. No wait, are you getting close?
Yeah.
He can see you coming.
Probably.
He is going
I move
to.
at 90 around.
Fuck it, he's angry, and he might get it back by the time you're back anyway. So he's gonna soul shriek at Ernie first. Roll a fortitude save. I do not apologize. Fail. You chased him down.
I know. There's no way Ernie wouldn't.
And I only went because I didn't want Early to be alone, but
This is good. He's fucked up, guys. He's bloodied.
I could get there in several minutes, but I think that
Yeah.
25.
someone give him a car.
25 is a fail, so you're gonna take full damage. 96.
96. This is it, guys.
You are stunned 1.
Yeah, this might be the end of Ernie.
10.
great.
19, 22, 27, 32, 38 points of sonic damage, and you're stunned 1.
Oh, 1 second. Oh, I don't think it's going to make a difference. You said 38?
38 what? 30 damage, yes.
Wait, what was my roll? What was my save? I had a 20.
It would have been a 27 with the circumstance bonus. Is that
That's
still a fail?
29 is the save.
What was my save?
You said 25.
25. Okay.
So once again, because he's empowered,
So how much damage are you doing?
It was 38.
38 sonic damage.
And you resist
Okay,
10.
so as he starts screeching. Ernie's whole body like tenses up, and he goes and disappears for a second, and then like comes back into existence. And I resist 8 of that damage.
That's huge.
I get a +2 to the circumstance bonus on the saving throw, which is not enough to have passed, which means when I back into existence, I am unconscious at -5 instead of bigger.
You're down?
I'm down.
It is down.
Whoa.
I have 2 actions left.
Yep.
All right.
Oh no.
So you are down.
Yes, I am.
Hey! Frog! Can you hear me?
I yell back in affirmative. I'm just flustered. I don't know what to actually
One
say.
action, pick up Ernie's unconscious body. Second action.
Least it hinder him just now. Just in case that matters for any of this.
I need to still make an attack against your body.
He drops your body.
Natural 5, 30.
Yeah.
Oh.
I want you to watch.
And he just
That's
slits.
2 fails,
He
or-
just slits Ernie's throat, and blood just. Ernie, you are
Dying 2?
dying. Well, you got dying 1 for falling down, right?
No. Oh.
I am dying 1 from falling unconscious.
Oh, yeah.
Dying 1 from falling unconscious. Then he stabbed you. Oh, fuck me.
You die at dying 4, so you would.
I think I'm dying 3.
Yeah.
But I
You
don't
are
know,
now.
That might be a 5e rule.
Okay.
You die when you reach dying
You take
4.
2
right?
damage from an enemy's critical hit.
Which
Was
is,
that-
this certainly has to be right.
What's your AC?
Right now I think it's 20.
So
So that would be a crit because he
So
rolled
that's
a
a
30.
crit. You are dying 3. When you reach dying 4, Ernie is
Yeah.
dead.
Dying
Does
3.
this guy just assume you're dead and leave?
Yeah, he still has to hold the body. I can't. Oh, can I drop it as a free action?
I don't see why not.
He
I mean,
drops
I think to drop weapons
Usually
is,
dropping anything is free.
So he just drops Ernie.
but to like
My blood pouch explodes.
Shit.
I mean, I'd scream out and just like keep in pursuit. I don't know what he's gonna do. I'm still 100 feet away.
He can't. I can't. I mean, this is metagaming, but I can't put his wolf costume back on. That's a 1 a day kind of deal.
Like,
So
still just
he's
run
going
if he
to-
wants. I don't know what he wants.
I think he wants to kill Wesley now.
Oh.
You know what?
Do you bleed out when you're dying, like each round?
I don't even know.
No, you
I've
roll.
never- I've
you
never
roll
made
a
it this
recovery
far.
check.
If you are bleeding, the persistence does trigger a
If you're
a
dying,
fail.
you must attempt a recovery check at the start of your turn, depending on if you get better or worse.
Oh, so you can get.
So you're gonna go to. Dying is gonna go down to 4 if you fail your recovery check. Go up to dying 2 if you pass it.
Gotcha.
It's a tug of war. Oh,
Which the DC is 10 plus your dying value, so it's a 13 right now.
13. Which means you have a. Oh boy.
35% chance of or 30,
He
40%.
just let the blood drip from his blade. He turns his back to you, Wesley, and starts to walk away.
Okay.
Just walk away.
And if it's
Ernie.
it would be Ernie next.
Yep.
Please roll. A
What
D-
do I-
Well, wait, no, because that was his turn that he dropped Ernie.
Mhm.
Ernie would actually drop an initiative to the start of his turn, so it's me
They
next.
drop them, yeah.
So I reach Ernie before he has to make his roll. And I'll pull out one of the herbs I have left and shove it in his mouth and hope that he's still, capable of healing.
You were 1 more round away, right? You were 3 rounds behind.
I thought it was 2 and
It was
then
2
I
rounds.
reached, right? So it was
I
2.
think that's
thought
what
it
you
was
said,
2
but I'm not
I thought it was 2 at the
100%.
start
I
and
do
they
think
went.
you said 2.
This is a very high stakes situation. I want to make sure what we said as canon is established.
Yeah.
If it's 3 rounds, he needs to roll. If it's 2 rounds, we said earlier. Let's.
I remember you saying 2, but that could have been telling me at the start of my turn, like at the end of my turn, it was 2.
Right. I remember the number 2, but I'm on the same page. You
Yeah,
I'm gonna-
that's what
I'm
I'm saying.
gonna
I remember
say-
being told 2.
Your speed was 90. Your speed was what?
I mean, at the end, I
165
I was
at the
doing
end.
165. No, Yes, 165 at one point.
So then,
It's that half. It's more than half, right? So
yeah.
2.
Yeah. So this would be
This is it.
this is my second.
So because your initiative changed to in front of Yaren,
Oh, right.
you reach there.
That's true. I forgot
That's
about
why
that
they
rule.
have this rule.
That's not right. That rule exists. Yeah.
Holy shit.
And then
So you approach.
yeah, and then if I have the ability to, I would shove one of these down his mouth and force him to consume the leaf.
Roll healing.
Potions too, right?
I drank all my potions. Oh, actually rolled well.
You
That's
give me all the potions. I have all the potions.
28.
Wow.
28.
Damn, what a leaf.
Why is that so good?
It's 48. I rolled really well.
That's good.
Blood splurts out of your throat and your mouth, and you're still alive.
Barely.
Out of the corner of your haze, as your eyes snap open, Yarn's literally 25 feet from you, and he has his back turned to y'all.
I kind of like I try to like shush Ernie and like I don't know if there's like bushes or whatever, like kind of like drag him away like from Yarn. I'm trying to disengage from this.
Ernie.
I think Ernie's very much still in a haze. He just kind of looks up. Looks over and like closes his eyes.
Yeah.
And takes a few even breaths. Thank you. Thanks.
Try to get Ernie away from the bad man.
Okay. You drag Ernie away from the bad man.
I mean, I could probably, I think with the
down the cliff.
just carry you.
You drag Holly away from the bad man. Where do you bring her? What do you do? Like,
Yeah, so we're standing there, like, you know, celebrating because things seem fine down here.
yay!
We're like,
would've
I
had it.
do, and then Kai's like thinking
You
of
would
that,
still be unconscious though.
that scream, that wail from the top of the cliff. I have a bad feeling about that.
I think it was Brooks, but I have no way of getting back up there.
Let's go. I can get you back up there. You should check on him. And we'll walk over, and as we approach the cliff, Kai just slaps you on the back and casts Spider Climb.
Your hair assembles into 8 appendages.
Now, normally I just put on my climbing gear and take care of this, but she like points. There's a path a couple 100 feet that way. I think I'm just gonna try
Yeah,
and walk.
we'll go the slow way. I can't. I only had one of those.
Good. Hey, big guy. And she like points up.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, sure. I'll put her on my shoulders.
Not this is familiar.
Yeah, I mean you were at least 2 feet lower last time.
At least. And you smell worse too.
You don't smell so great yourself after that.
Well, you try having someone else's flesh stitch on top of yours.
No thanks.
Oh, you know how sometimes you're out on an expedition and you don't shower for a couple days and you're like, oh, that's me. I smell me. I smelled someone else.
You know you asked me that before and I didn't know what you meant, but now I know what you mean.
I just...
And they're walking over. They're just walking over towards the path.
Yeah. All right. Let's just bring everyone back together. Wesley comes back.
I'm just like carrying Ernie.
Carrying Ernie. Ernie has I don't know, how 7-inch gash across his throat. You think Ernie's dead whenever Wesley walks up, because there's just blood and his throat is slit. And then Ernie, what kind of thing do you do to show that you're alive? He coughs.
I'm alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over and start treating wounds on him.
gonna set Ernie down and just like flop backwards, like completely spit.
Wesley, I am not nearly as effective if you're not there. I found out today.
Yeah, you also didn't seem to be thinking quite as smart as usual.
Did you get him?
No. I caught him. He kicked my ass. And my throat.
Guys, we saved time. What the hell happened to you?
Yaren, he did the betrayal thing earlier than we anticipated.
Holy shit, is that what was going on up here?
And you see Holly spit on the ground whenever she hears Yaren's name.
Hey,
Bastard.
I'm
Hey.
Ernie. I'm here to rescue you.
Stormlands, swamp people.
Mm-hmm.
She nods.
Oh, glad to see you got your face fixed.
Accent. Lindy Wynn Locke. You are a frog, though.
Yeah, I'm Wesley.
Swamp
Is he-
people?
Curse.
I
Polymorph?
used to be.
Blessing.
I'll take it.
And Brooks's eye is completely golden because I used 3 focus spells, so now my curse has overwhelmed me.
Oh
so,
my god.
So now my eyes are completely golden.
Something's fucked up with this kid.
Yeah.
And we got a changeling from Ravenmount.
What?
A what?
Is this the first word?
This is the first time someone's
the
ever
C word?
said it.
Yeah.
Really?
As she says it, there's like a wince, almost shudder from Cordelia as she's working on Ernest.
Kai, you got yourself a fine company of friends here. Thank you all very much from saving me from the faceless horror. So I thought it would be better to take my chances with them than with the maned wolves. Looks like I hedged my bets right, because you folks showed up. She pats Kai. Get down, big guy. Oh.
Speaking of healing you, as she's working on him, she brings her hand up and pulls a couple of the moths down, and they flutter across your throat, and it starts to heal as they disintegrate.
They bite open your throat. I'm in!
and you heal 33.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, give me some of that. When I was carrying him, he was actually higher than me.
Yeah, I can. Here, let me do another.
That's why I started picking off the things around you. So
Ooh,
I do
that
wanna-
He's in trouble.
better.
I do want to just iterate. First of all, I apologize for messing up any mechanics there. That was fucking nuts, and especially with the healing thing, but we got that fixed
I can
out.
either adrenaline or math. I can't do both.
Yeah, I
at the
can't do
same
both.
time.
It's tough.
That was
Like,
that was the coolest combat ever. Are
It
you
was
kidding?
awesome. Well,
That's a
like,
lot of cool
I
stuff
want to make
going
sure
on.
it's fair, so everyone's like, I had this ability. I'm like, I'm just trying to make sure it's flowing right. So, thank you everyone for bearing with me. But also, I want to iterate that was not an impossible foe. Like, y'all almost fucking got Yaren.
I know.
Yeah,
Like, you
like if we
almost
were all
got him.
together, I think we could have handled him.
Yeah.
Honestly, if,
But we were
if even
split.
Wesley and I had landed at the same time,
if
are we at
Wesley
such
had been there at the
synergy?
same
Like,
time,
I mean, I was 1 hit away from being downed. I was at 26 when I was running after. I'm still at 26.
It was
And
close.
She does something similar, and a few of the butterflies fly over to you.
Well, here's the thing, Lise. You now have the wounded
20.
condition, so you'll be dying too when you get downed again. And let's
Treat
talk about-
wounds. Treat wounds removes the
wounds
wounded.
Would remove it.
Treat wounds removes the wounded, guys.
Doesn't it?
25. Yeah.
Less.
Damn you, medicine skill being useful in this edition.
And
Damn
treat
you.
drain
Look.
removes the drain condition.
I'm not a battle medicine expert for no good reason.
Battle medicine's fucking great. All right.
The problem is everyone runs from me.
I could also offer some extra healing if anyone needs it.
All right.
Yes.
I offer
Alright.
my flesh.
Kai, you said that you weren't looking for me, so I find it really hard to believe that you just ended up in this part of the world. So, someone here is looking for what I found. You're after the phylactery.
We are. And he points over to Ernie. Ernie,
28.
someone he knows.
Who are you working for?
We're from the wind.
Zato? Ganvar?
no. Like you said, I'm from Arla.
Oh, but you're like actually from Arla.
Yeah.
Oh.
spent almost my entire life there, as a matter of fact.
So it's a Remus then.
Yeah.
She was helpful, but got a little micromanaging for my tastes. She wanted me to leave, and frankly,
As a matter of fact, she still wants you to leave.
I bet she does, but guess what?
I'm not going to try to tackle you today. I've already fucked that up.
That's good.
Oh, God.
I found something. I found something that the hands of Kroon have had since time immemorial. When I was doing research in Salsai, I read in a book about it, and it took me all around the world in this wild goose chase. The conservatorium didn't even have the information that I needed until I made it to Vrosa, and I found out what it was they had. I did some things that I'm not proud of, Kai. But if I hadn't, I think that it wouldn't matter what kind of things we did in life. So I got the phylactery, and I managed to hide it before they captured me again, and I managed to escape before they beat it out of me. And you see her wince, but they did try. Problem is where I hid it. You folk know where we're at?
The Marrow Coast.
You know who those folk were that just tried to cover up my face?
Not really.
They were gross.
Well, you're from Arla. You would know. And you would not know because you were imprisoned for the entirety of this war.
Yeah.
A long time ago, during the whole conflict with the dragons, Omir Rinsen defeated a blue dragon by the name of Sudreth. Took it down, earned himself the title of Dragon Slayer. And Sudreth fled to the south. And here in Sadris, he found himself a new home. And among these bones, he found... not sure what. But this is his home. Those are his people that we just killed. Not quite a dragon, not anymore. I took the phylactery and I hid it in the tunnels. And it wasn't until she and Lotion's downstairs, or down, we encountered this that I realized how badly I may have fucked up. And I'm gonna go ahead and just do this real quick.
Kai, you were hurt too, huh?
Barely.
Oh, okay.
I got hurt badly, and then
Was it the group heal that
yes,
fixed
the
it?
group heal fixed it.
30?
Wait. Before we talk more about the phylactery, before we find it and potentially bring what they're looking for to them, I think it's about time that you tell us a little bit more about the Eternal One after the truth you told in Runedal's cave and after last night.
And at that, Holly's eyes dart up, and every ear, every eye, and every heart turned to Brooks for answers. And that is where we're going to end our episode for today.
Everyone ask Brooks questions.
Okay.
Brooks like takes off his weighted training gear. It's just like,
We did it. We did it, y'all. We survived the episode.
Barely.
That got spicy.
I was planning my next character.
I
have half a made character sheet over here for Terry.
Well, Terry only gets half of a character sheet, so it's perfect.
He's a level 4.
his wife gets the other half.
Holy shit. So, as we come to a close here, know
After
that
the
we
week
will
I
not
lost
be
earning.
back
Goodbye,
next
hero
week.
points.
The
And know
swamper.
that the party, when we resume, will be level 9. Welcome to level 9.
Cool. Could I
Well
get
done.
that one that makes me die less easily?
Die Hard?
Yeah.
Sure. Thank you so
Die
much, everyone, for
first.
being here. Thank you for checking us out on YouTube. Be sure to make sure you're following us over on there. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out on Twitch, stopping on by, saying hi, making redeems. Don't be sorry for that because it makes it extra spicy. And it adds some really nice narrative elements to it. I enjoyed the heck out of that, even though it was really tense in the moment.
And a lot of math.
It was a lot of math. We got a little crunchy tonight.
But that is the beauty of the system.
It really
It
is.
is Mathfinder after all.
It is.
She said it.
Just know,
I said it too.
we love and appreciate you, and we'll see you next time in the City of Spells. Bye, y'all.
Bye.